Last time, I remember that you guys rushed in to save Umbra after she gave you a call for help, as she was being attacked by a shadowy being that was much similar like her.
Yeah, everyone came.
Yes.
Well, we're not there yet.
Well, everyone but Felix.
No, didn't Felix come on? Oh, right, Felix. I just confused
Yeah.
Felix with Otrix.
Otrix
No, everyone
is
but
also
Felix
gonna
came.
come. That's awesome. So,
Felix is somewhere in the different dimension thing. But
yeah,
Or
Felix is a time
different-
patroller now, or dimension patroller.
Or
And
different
Umbra is not Rachel, so she can't access him. Sorry, but no dimension travel for me.
We look over after we had this dramatic ending where we had it to be continued as all the heroes rushed in to help Umbra to the position where she mocked them. We look over the city, sparkling lights from thousands of windows. A person standing on a rooftop, hair and cape blowing in the wind. And we have this narration over top. What makes a hero? That a hero does good. Who decides good? Those with the power to do so. What makes a villain? A villain does bad. But who decides bad? Those with the power to do so. Just like that, heroism was commercialized. And the person stops as her phone rings. She turns her head a bit, got long black hair, and says, "Oh, what is it?" And on the phone is a voice responding very mechanically, a lot of distorted going on. This looks like she managed to somehow call for help. Oh. So then heroes are coming. What shall we do? Perhaps we should first talk to them, see if they got some sense into them. And the cape starts shifting, moving over the person's head as the creature that attacked Umbra comes crawling up the side of the skyrise. And the person turns her head and says, "Vanta, it looks like our job is not yet done, even though you had your revenge." They both make a hand motion towards each other, and Vanta merges around this person. The cape transforms into kind of, I imagine it like the angel wings from Diablo around her head. And forming this person being.
Yep, now it makes sense.
Forming which person? Oh, that guy. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Hi, Salem wannabe.
I'll do the talking from here, says a very ghastly voice. And with that, we cut over to our heroes. All of you arrive at the place where Umbra used to be. I've got, a lot of people got the call. Do tell me how, first of all, how do the adult heroes arrive, in what form?
Well, Striker teleports there.
Okay. How does Scarlet get there?
Running and jumping.
Over rooftops or through the streets?
Yeah, over rooftop.
Okay, Righteous Ranger. How does Righteous Ranger get there as fast as
possible? And she's there in
possible?
her suit. She hadn't worn a costume for a very long time.
Alright, so
It does probably not fit her anymore.
Okay, normal suit. I'll switch that around real quick. Meanwhile, Righteous Ranger, how'd you get there fast?
She is also running, but she's in the street and acting like a car.
Vroom, vroom.
Gotta follow the rules and the laws.
Yeah, you gotta wait at a red light for a while. Or do you? Meanwhile, Otrix, how do you get there? You don't have any traveling powers, or do you?
Nope. He's driving.
He just come with a sports car. I can just see him coming either with a really,
What kind of car
old,
is it?
beaten up, stupidly bad car, or he comes out with a super sports car. It's one or the other. There's nothing in between.
He's not that successful.
So basically, it's like one of those beaten up Londas from the 1970s or something that goes like clock, clock, or something.
But basically, as he's getting closer, he just throws something out the window, and it looks like a piece of paper just turns into Otrix, just blazes ahead.
Okay, yes.
Well, the Otrix of now. No one else would recognize this Otrix probably, but yes.
Meanwhile, I put the picture of an old Dacia up, just for lols.
Fair.
How do the other heroes arrive there?
We are with Striker in his ship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually.
So you-
Jack,
At least, yeah.
yeah, Jack, Keith, and
Devon.
I would assume we all come with the
Lily was also with us.
Good,
Yeah,
and Lily,
I-
Lily also gets
She
teleported in.
set the computer to data mining and then left with you.
I would assume that Jack actually just somehow does this typical superhero thing. It's just that one moment he's like a normal teenager, the next time it's like a wind lord. It's like super simple for him to change clothes because, you know, I'm the wind.
Totally, yeah.
The question is, where does he keep them?
That's a secret.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Okay, Devon is there twice. I need to. Let's see. How does Freya get there? I know you were with. Wait, Big.
That's the wrong.
That's Jack's costume, though.
It is, that's
Oh.
Jack.
That's a good-looking costume.
I know, he's the wind lord, for fuck's sake.
I know that Freya was with Fang. Yeah, let me get him on there.
And the Jack's pupper.
And Jack's pupper. Would you bring the pup? Oh, you know what? Lobo and the pupper should probably come with you guys.
The thing is, unless it's the guys on the left, how would they know?
Would Umbra call all of them or not?
No. She only gave the message to Rachel, Righteous Ranger, Jack,
Okay.
Ostrix, and
Striker.
Striker. Yeah.
That's
I know.
fine.
I know Freya and the other dog person
Fang, yeah.
noticed that Rachel was going away.
Yeah, I mean, whoever is there and whoever might see that, that's fair enough. Like, if someone else like says to them, that's fair enough. But you know, she didn't alert them because Umbra really doesn't believe in putting kids into the harm way.
Okay, let's find reason how as many of your students can get involved as well. Also Team Chawsome, for example.
Way too. Hopefully, not too many of them.
Okay, I mean, if you think that your characters, I guess you already have Devon in there, so no way of getting rid of him.
Well, that
Oh,
was
yeah, and
Rachel.
also
That was
she
Rachel thoughts.
She did actually tell to Mr. Sunshine as well. Mr. Sunshine.
Yes, she did. I remember.
I think Aaron will probably get an update from the Hero Association to tell him, like, get your ass to that location and check out what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, something about the. You know what? You get a call, but the call is eerily static, and there's just you barely get the message. Roll me actually a 2d6s, just flat 2d6s. Hit. Okay, yeah, you get a lot of static. You get the message on where you need to go before the entire communications go silent, or static. That's eerie, isn't it?
Okay, well, shit. He'll probably lock his
He's big.
dorm room and just start heading there full throttle.
All right. As you leave your dorm room, Phoenix Punch and Flickering Flame come going around. Phoenix says, "Hey, you know any particular reason why my phone isn't working? I thought it was just something with the internet here."
Nope, not a clue. Just that my phone ain't working either, and I'm gonna go and check it out.
Oh, I coming with you. Hey sis, you with me on that? Looks like there's trouble in the city.
Can you guys keep up with me?
We'll try. I'm not as fast as lightning, although, hey, fast as I can be.
Alright, he moves forward to grab them by the arms and then just encase himself away and just bring them with him at full speed.
Nice, okay, wow.
I think he would actually place, like, you know, the length of his under forearm along the back and have their hand on top of at the back of their head so they don't get whiplash.
Okay, yeah, when they get accelerated. Would Lobo, Jennifer, Lisa, or Rosa in any way be able to get involved here?
Lisa wouldn't, because she's kind of still a bit like trying to find, chaos. Yes. So she actually wouldn't care.
Rosa can't see how she would even know or even get there.
Alright.
She can
Yeah,
her
that's
own
just
gravity.
awful.
Keep in mind,
That's
the less
true.
you are, the harder it's gonna be, and the less possibilities you'll have to, make use of hero powers. Because you have less variety.
I think Jennifer would be stuck in her own world, listening to music and studying. Big test coming up, probably someday this week, right?
Yeah, so maybe midterm sort of stuff, sure. Also, studying is always good. She wants to be a doctor after all, she needs good grades.
Yep.
Okay, well, Lobo? What about Lobo?
I mean, we could. The only problem is he's not as useful without his team.
Well, okay, I mean...
He could probably get Jennifer to follow him.
Alright, you know what? That sounds fine. Lobo finds Jennifer and convinces her that he just saw a lightning bolt outside, and that probably means there's something going on.
That works.
And then he's sniffling after Freya's trail to follow them there. Whew! All of you arrive there more or less at the same time. The scene is unusual. There's large shadows, even though there's lighting falling on them, so they really shouldn't exist. Almost as if there was a stain of darkness all over the place in weird angles and shapes. But it's eerily quiet and there's no direct sign of Umbra.
Except for the discarded arm.
Okay, yeah, who's gonna find that and how?
Or is the arm there? It might have been eaten. Do.
Everyone who has ever seen her without sleeves on would recognize which would basically be just Striker, and would assume Striker and Righteous Ranger, Otrix, and Jack. Those all would and maybe obviously Rachel. Those would all recognize it. These are arm because there's very elaborate kind of tattoos on there, on the same arm, the same nails, everything, and it's clearly been just ripped off.
Yeah, poorly mangled at the top. Ugh. Not a pretty sight, heroes.
Yeah, but can be probably reattached if it's getting put on ice.
Striker, he just holds up his hand and sends out small fireflies, sort of. Can think robotic fireflies and have them basically perimeter scan everything.
Okay, you send the fireflies, they scan around. They're detecting unusual energy readings. Some of them you can trace back to what, Umbra's shadow powers. But there's something more more solid in these shadows. Like a denser, packed shadow, almost crystalline in their energy structure. You've never seen anything like it.
He'll basically move alongside the stack and investigate one of these spots further where the shadows are a bit more crystallized.
They're sticking out at you. Yeah, they're very three-dimensional shadows. You're not quite sure what material they're made out of, but so dark that it does completely not reflect the light at all.
He scans it completely. He basically runs a lot of scans on it.
Okay, what does everybody else do? Even the NPCs, if you want to take a bit of charge there.
Well, Lily obviously would want to also try to figure out what these shadows are. She's a scientist, damn it.
Wow. Well, what will you use to do that with?
Well, I do have my computer on my wrist, so yeah.
Okay. That might be worth unleashing your powers over.
Yes. Let's see. Unleashing my powers.
Actually, it sounds more like... Yeah, unleash your powers, right. That works.
Yep.
Okay,
Nope.
full hit. Nice. You can ask me two questions about the situation. I'll answer honestly.
What is creating these shadow forms?
It's almost like a bit of skin is the closest way to describe it. This is some person's shed skin.
But it's still moving.
It's not moving. Skin isn't moving on its own usually.
True. But you never
It's
know.
not an octopus.
Excellent.
Someone discarded skin, kind of like loose cat hairs all over the place.
Are these shadows dangerous?
No. You can. Besides, unless you scratch yourself on them or something, but not inherently
Don't
dangerous.
scratch myself on the shadows. Got it.
They're very sharp, almost like needle sharp in some places.
Huh. Right. Yes.
Keith noticed the severed arm. He looks at it. He walks over to the nearest trash can and puke in it. It's-
You can hear Fang say, "Ah, that ain't good. Whatever happened here?"
And you would hear Rachel's voice from above, what are all of you doing here? As he looks at her students.
Lily would walk up to Keith and just pat there.
That goes to the arm as well and just looks at it before going pale white and just like, Striker? Striker?
What is it?
Looks like whoever fought here, Phoenix Punch comes walking over, looking at the arm. Could really use a hand.
Very
Check out-
bad joke.
Bad
Very
punch.
bad joke.
I don't call me Phoenix Punch for nothing. Sorry. Looks like that was whose arm is it? Somebody got eaten here.
That's your medic. That's your school nurse's arm.
That's Umbra's arm.
She's even creepier when she's missing an arm. She's probably somewhere around here. Or
No,
pieces
she's
of her?
not somewhere around here.
We should probably put it on ice.
oh, Devin looks around. I can do that. He encases the arm in ice.
Good.
Quick thinking there. Thumbs up.
Just hope whatever did this isn't around. Why aren't there any other heroes? I mean, he looks around. I guess you are heroes, right? He looks at Righteous Ranger. You look the most heroish out of these people.
She starts posing.
She has had plenty of time to practice her poses.
Jack kind of frowns at the rest, like Righteous Ranger and Otrix and this kind of stuff, and just frowns at them. Who are you two anyway?
Which two?
Is Otrix even there yet?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Atrix,
yeah.
you would
Otrix
come
and
running.
Righteous
You
Ranger,
would have
yeah,
arrived. Yeah.
Otrix is probably. I don't know if Joe is there yet, but
Striker just says
yes, it's confusing.
one in green is Righteous Ranger, and
What is Atrix
Do I know
currently
you?
wearing?
he says it points to Otrix.
Well, we did see him, when he used his moment of truth, I believe.
No, he's different from them.
He's all grown up.
It's been 5 years after all.
Yeah, he's handsome now.
The picture Atom has put out is Joe, not Otrix.
Who is Atrix? Is still the normal old Atrix?
Nope, that's the second image I linked in Skype. last time.
1 second. Yeah, let me look.
Oh yeah, the anime one.
Yes.
Where?
Remember that they are one individual but two per people, basically.
What are you two doing here anyway? Jack actually asks, like with a suspicious frown. And it's like, because everyone else has actually some kind of connection to Umbra, but these two he's never even heard of.
Oh yeah, I know. I see.
Well, Jack, Righteous Ranger, and I used to be on the same team as Umbra, so was Rachel, and this one I have no clue about yet, actually. Who are you?
You see him chuckle a bit.
That's
You
it.
know,
I'm
Rachel,
Otrix.
looks really, at him. No. Otrix? With a bit of suspicions in her eye.
I would figure you would at least figure it out, Scarlet. What was her name again? I don't remember.
Yeah,
how
Scarlet
do
is
you
right.
how do you two even got here then? Jack asks again. It's like, well, the rest of them I can understand, but you two, how the hell did you get here? And why?
Probably because Umbra sent them the same message as he sent us.
Indeed.
Considering that the old team is back together again. Well, missing Umbra.
And Felix. But we
Umber
don't
requires
talk
help.
about him.
Of course you're here.
Well, let's not talk about Felix, right?
No, let's not.
We have more pressing concerns.
My
Well,
mentor is not weak though, so who would be able to take out an elemental's arm though? That's completely ridiculous.
An elemental.
Another elemental or someone who can touch shadows. It's quite easy.
Yeah, but even then, my mentor is not weak.
No, but she had one fatal flaw. She always thought that no one could hurt her.
Yes.
Hence, I had a feeling that this day would come sooner or later.
If others have invulnerable, no one is invulnerable.
Exactly.
Lobo is sniffling around,
It's me.
trying to pick up traces.
But Strike, do you have any idea what have happened here?
As Lobo does that, Otrix is probably just summoning shadow hounds to send out to scout the area.
Ah,
Based
them way
on
scary.
things,
Who are you?
Rescue, shadows, and whatnot. She fought someone of equal or higher caliber than herself and lost.
Hmm.
Number doesn't
Indeed.
lose easy though. Should be something strong.
Must be
Like
something
way
terrible.
too
Equal.
strong.
Or higher caliber than herself.
Or
No.
someone who knows how to counter Umbra.
Now, Rachel looks around. What is all of my precious students doing here? Don't you remember you have a test coming up? As you know, she taps a bit her foot down in the ground.
Oh, these are your students, Scarlet. I actually would have expected you to not bring them here. That sounds,
I didn't.
yeah, that sounds more like you.
Well, these four, he says as he gestures at Jack, Devon, Lily, and Keith, came to me for some help earlier today, and I brought them with me since I don't want to leave them in the ship without supervision.
Supervised.
Looking
Good
particularly at Lily.
Yes.
Just to have Dawn supervise them?
You know how he is. He is not good with kids.
Yeah, I remember.
I'm not a
the-
kid!
Yeah, I do
Then
remember
what
the
are you?
She's my student.
Yes.
Jack actually just like chuckles a
A
bit
child.
before taking Devon Ice to the side before Wind picks up the ice block rather, and it's like, I'm just gonna take this back to the academy. Can you just keep an eye on stuff?
Yeah. Keep it cool, alright? I know this is hard for you.
I'll put it into the freezer in medbay. No worries. Before
Nah.
he goes to wind form and just disappears with the arm.
Whew.
No, we must keep moving. Whatever did this is either is Shadow or knows how to hurt shadows. They can be long gone quickly. We need to find out who did
Right,
this and find them
didn't-
fast.
Didn't we meet someone that ate shadows on one of our missions? Oh right, it was that mission.
Umbra
Yes,
has eaten shadows, but
no, a book that ate shadows. I think. Do you remember the cruise ship?
Yeah, Umber still has that book.
Oh, cruise ship, cruise ship. Yeah, I remember it. You know, annoyed.
I think it was a bag, a handbag.
oh yeah,
And Umber still actually has the book, by the way.
yes.
Book of Buckshash.
That book
Yeah,
too.
but there was a handbag that ate Umbra's shadows, if we remember correctly.
Oh, that
Yes.
was right.
Lobo would
Nom,
be
nom, 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 nom.
Lobo would be loudly barking. I think I picked something up. A trace.
Oh, good.
At this point, I don't know if everyone noticed this, but probably one of the others would probably notice the car running up and Joe just leaning out the windshield, just basically just waving briefly towards his friends. Just, yeah, I'm here. Don't worry.
Wait, so both
I
Joe
know.
and Atrix is here.
Wow, that's hella confusing, but true.
Talk about split personality.
It's complicated.
I like that though. That's an interesting concept for a hero.
They're two sides of the same coin, basically.
I don't know.
You know, Rachel looks at Joe, then looks at Atrix. Huh?
Yeah. So the picture before is from one of Joe, when the Atom had up.
Yep, I'll put it
first.
right back up again.
So he's a bit older, but
Doesn't take him this long. Like, doesn't take him that long to actually get there and back. The academy is not that far.
Alright, sure enough.
He's soon back.
Boop.
Well, what are we standing around for?
Yeah, follow me,
He's
Lobo
dying.
says. Come on, everyone.
Lobo, be careful.
follow the good boy.
You know, Chief based up puking. That was. And
We don't have time to be stressed about this.
You
that's the first time I've seen a servant arm in real life. It's totally different than on television.
Yes, it is. It's horrifying, but we need to save our friend.
Let's
That is
get a
true.
move on instead.
Lobo keeps running faster and faster ahead. Freya, assess the situation. You've got a pretty fine nose too.
Oh yes.
Oh yes, you do. You can ask 2 questions and get a +1 while acting on them.
Let's see.
All right.
Hmm. So we're like on our way, right? We're not.
You might be closer than you think, depending on your questions and the answers I give you.
Okay. Who here is the most vulnerable to me?
Fang?
Oh, okay.
Laughter.
Because
Oh,
you
man.
don't have any enemies yet. Makes sense.
Then what here is in the greatest danger?
Okay, that's a good question. Let me look around. Who here might be in the greatest danger? Oh. I think it would make for good drama if I said Lobo wasn't the greatest danger.
No, not my two doggy boys. Okay.
What else would it be?
Indeed.
Since Lobo is running up ahead and he just crosses a corner. What do you do?
I think I will attempt to catch up with him, because there could be anything around that corner.
Okay. You run around the corner and he's currently trying to climb up a fire escape stairwell of a high rise, and he's sort of dangling off the edge on the lower floor there and pulling himself up. He must have made quite a jump to get there, for his size, of course. Come on, it's up there.
She'll nod and attempt to join him.
What does the rest of you do?
Of us would follow. I mean, Jack is easy. He could just fly up, and it's like he just looks around and asks, "Anyone need a lift?"
Well,
Rachel
Lily was
just-
trying to get her bike, obviously, but
You can call
just
your bike.
jump up.
Yeah.
Rachel just jumps up. You know, leaving definitely a mark on the ground where her feet were.
yes.
Since you all have a ladder, you're gonna go get up there sooner or later. Nobody's gonna get left behind. But since Rachel jumped up there first, you're landing on the rooftop of the skyscraper, and this person is standing there, dramatically turning around to you.
No Umbra though.
No Umbras in sight.
And who might you be?
Welcome, head teacher. The person says with a little bit of confusion. I didn't expect to see you here. Are you looking for your criminal friend?
I'm pretty sure I don't have any criminal friends. I am looking for an employee of mine.
Then we are talking about one and the same. The person lowers its head a lot lower, the mouth sort of disappearing for a while in a thin smirk. You do know her not very well then. Perhaps you should run better background checks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't believe me?
And what sort of crimes have she committed?
The rest of you will arrive upstairs, one by one, after up the stairwell or in any way.
Otrix probably just semi-flies up there, basically creating a step of shadows to climb up there, while Joe has to literally climb the stairs. Or steps, the ladder.
And Striker just flies up, basically, with jetpack.
Same
with
thing.
all the
Jack just flies
technology.
up with Ice and Keith. It's easy to actually carry them.
And
So,
Lily does the
shoot.
same.
Probably bringing Ranger with him up if she wants to get a lift up.
Phoenix
Yeah.
Punch parkours his way up, and Flickering Flame just fire trails up the side of the building like zzz. Yeah. The person says, "Oh, where are my manners? Let me introduce myself. I am Vanta. And I am..."
So do you drink Fanta?
Very funny.
Says Aaron.
The matter I'm here to talk about is far more serious than that. Do you remember Xerxes Prince? The Vanta looks back at.
Yeah, I clearly remember that good for nothing person.
The sort of wing-like tendrils on Vanta sort of focus down on their forehead, and the sort of eye hole that all gets spews forth from sort of narrows and seems to be looking towards you. It's like an eye, but without an eyeball. There's just an empty void from which the white, luminous glow comes forth, and says, Xerxes Prince once had a woman he loved. Your employee killed that woman while she was even pregnant with his own child. Out of what? Envy? Not a very hero thing to do by your standards. By all our standards.
Jack actually just looks at this guy and then just starts laughing, taking hold of, funnily enough, between Aaron's shoulder while he chuckles like, you're such an idiot. Xerxes was like a father to my mentor. Are you an idiot or something? Why would she be jealous? Is that what you're insinuating? Oh my god, you're a fucking idiot.
What are
Jack
you
actually laughs.
considering that you are so sure? What are your proof?
Proof?
Yes. Proofs that she did it.
Vanta would move an arm up. Look at me. Look at me, and what do you see? I am that child.
That's not creepy at all. Are you sure, or are you just mimicking that dead child?
Shouldn't the child be dead considering it was never born?
Jack actually nods along with that. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Striker, I mean, you know a lot more about biology and this kind of stuff. Would that be possible?
Which mom?
Depends on the stage of pregnancy, doesn't it?
Yes. As I said, which mom wanted this? I didn't know that.
Well, how would Vanta answer that?
Can we assess the situation?
Yeah, who wants to assess the situation?
I will do it.
Yeah, go Jack.
I'm gonna do it for Striker as well. Just
Oh dear.
That would be because I have the thingy thing. When you assess, you may ask one additional question. That would be 3, I believe. No, I think that's
Yep.
even extra.
3.
Let me just check because I need to check the basic moves. Where is that? Sorry about that. Assess the situation. Yeah, plus 10, ask 2, so it's actually 3. So, how could we best end this quickly?
How can we best end this quickly? Yes. Leave?
What here can I use to get my mentor back?
You'll have to answer that yourself, because I don't know. I'll leave that up to you, since Umbra is your character. Is she still alive, or is she truly dead?
Well, she would be alive. She's a resilient little bugger.
Okay, Umbra's alive.
I think that's the assumption all the others are working under. So
Yeah, no, because Umbra is one of those people that she's like a cockroach.
Okay, if you want Umbra back, you'll have to diminish the power of Vanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and
diminish the power of Fanta.
what here can I use to defeat this person?
Light? Same thing as Umbra, right?
A light. Well, we can make light, can't we? Obviously, having
Aaron
assessed the
can.
situation, he taps to Keith's shoulder and kind of just, how to put it, makes this very particular gesture towards Stryker, but actually just leans against Keith as if taken by sorrow or something like this, that they can't get Umbra back type of thing, but instead leans in and whispers. Stryker might get it, or those with extremely high, like Freya, and
Freya should
Bobo.
definitely hear it.
Yeah. So people who have actually good either hearing or have the technology to hear it. How about a little bit of combo attack? I mean, wind, fire, light. That should work. Let's just defeat this guy and get Umbra back, yeah?
Vanta would squat down in a very relaxed manner and say, "Listen just one moment before you do something very foolish."
The people would see Joe in the back. He's probably staying way in the back, taking up a single empty card, just flipping it between his fingers. He's less here for now, but everyone who knows him knows what that card could have been.
And Vanta says, "I'm not here to fight you, but I'm here to make sure that the Hero Association's lie of what heroism is spread no further, especially not to the mind of kids."
Heroes are what do the right thing. They help other people and they stop people from committing crimes against other people.
And who tells you what a crime is? Vanta looks at Keith.
Let's see, physically harming someone, stealing from someone, breaking the law amongst themselves can be considered crimes. Depending on the severity of the crime, your punishment will vary.
Well,
Are we going to turn this into philosophy's moment, perhaps?
Yes.
Striker says as he walks forward quite calmly.
Try me with philosophy. I've seen what the Hero Association does to those who go up against it. I think you have seen that too, kids.
Spare me the details of Hero Association.
Keith,
They're boring.
Well, they did delete our memories.
Yes, the Hero Association did delete our memories.
Fang leans over to Freya and says, "I think I recognize that person. That's the person that killed Mr. Sunshine."
Then I suppose we need to take him out first.
Mr. Sunshine?
Yes.
She shakes her head. No, the shadow guy.
Enough about this foolishness. I'm tired of this crap. Give me back my mentor or else, Jack shouts, like having nudged Keith. Because he knows that...
Alright, roll to provoke, Vanta, because that's what you're trying to do here from your tone of voice.
No, it's not even provoking. This is just word games.
Yeah, still roll it. Maybe you distract Vanta. It gives you an advantage if you do.
Give me a second then.
Roll superior. Okay. I can choose something else. Okay. Vanta pitches up its tone a lot, and yells at you, "Or what? What are you going to do?"
Or this! And
Jack,
then
calm
obviously...
down.
You also
wants
gain
to
influence
nudge
over
Keith.
Vanta. Just keep that in mind from the reaction.
He wants to obviously nudge Keith to action, but he's not sure if he can. It's up to Keith. Fire, wind,
Keith?
let's defeat this guy. As Jack actually told him before.
Indeed.
Eros gives you a scratch his head. This is too much of a headache to think about.
Oh, so Keith hesitates.
Keith hesitates.
All right, giving another round for Striker or anybody else who really wants something. Or Aaron. I don't know who was talking to Vanta there. In terms of philosophy.
That was Striker.
All right.
Striker. I mean, he doesn't care about the Hero Association. He's like,
But at the same
No.
time, this
Worry.
creates an opportunity to anyone else to attack.
Yeah, someone else who
By
wants
check.
the spotlight. Who wants the spotlight?
Well, Otrix and Joe are just hanging back for now, just seeing,
Okay.
waiting their moment.
I do have one question for you, Sweetums. What did you do to Umbra?
What do you think? Eye for an eye. It's not a call for revenge. It's a call for fairness.
Do you
I-
think there's any chance Umbra could communicate at all?
Only with a Jack.
Not Striker, not anyone else? Just
Only with the Jack, yeah, because he is her student. That's the prodigy focus here.
Well, in that case, Umbra would obviously communicate with Jack, just a couple of shadowy, small words of to come, just for him to see, I'm alive, don't give up hope. It's not true.
If you have a condition, Jack, then clear it. Or, one condition.
Well, there's nothing else. I had angry, but that's now gone.
Okay, so she's alive. That's a bit of hope.
Yeah, definitely. But Jack just shouts, she's alive, just take care of this person.
You think she will be if you try anything? Vanta tilts its head.
My mentor is strong, as everyone here can attest. Some prissy little person won't be able to kill my mentor. Not just like that.
Prissy. Vanta makes a fist. This seems to get to him. Her.
You little princess. Clearly taunting him. No.
Is he talking about me?
No, not you. You're still a princess, don't worry about that.
Okay.
You're perfect.
Oh, good. I was a bit worried there.
And he's even more of a princess. It's like basically having a pea underneath his mattress or something.
Righteous Ranger, you notice that both these kids you've never seen before are trying to flank and sneak up on Vanta right now.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
certainly
no.
taking action. What are you gonna do, Righteous Ranger? They're putting themselves in extreme harm. They're trying to approach
well,
this
Jack
villain.
distracts and the other guys just deal with it.
Yeah, you could of course say nothing and perhaps help them even.
She's too flashy to be sneaky as well. So while Jack's talking, she will do poses behind him to keep Vanta's eyes on
hey,
them.
look, I am.
It will
fancy
make
as
Jack look even more heroic.
Mm.
She's gonna try and urge Striker to join in, and Scarlet.
Who's doing the poses?
Yes, okay. Stand up for something. Roll me that. Roll me Savior, if you can, on Righteous Ranger.
But Righteous Ranger's savior was 3, I remember that from before. Because all of us just
Okay.
put her mundane up and savior up and
You-
everything else down.
Roll when you stand up for something. In this case, the results matter. Roll Savior on a 7 to 9, which you have there. Listeners either can't keep doing what they're doing, can flee without addressing you, or can attack without losing status or position. Choose one. It's in the adult moves, standing up for something.
What would you define as what he's doing?
Keeping a
Cautiously
conversation with
talking,
you.
would you
Yes.
say?
Yeah.
Jack isn't cautiously talking though. Jack is.
No,
if you're talking
I'm talking
Jack.
about Vanta.
Yeah. One thing.
Yeah, so I guess Vanta.
He would be too
with,
distracted to
the
notice the two of them.
righteous fury behind Jack, he can't be as cautious. Like, he has to put all his focus on them. He can't have as much spatial awareness as before.
Okay, actually, here's what we narratively do. Vanta starts mimicking your movements, striking poses of its own, and says, "What's the difference between you and me, Ranger?"
Oh no.
Righteous fury!
I have plenty of that.
Jack actually makes a pose as well. Like they're like mirror images because Jack always has loved Righteous Ranger.
I got a good one. She doesn't kill people, she takes them to trial.
Optrix does oppose Joe
Like-
facepalms.
Like a criminal should.
Alright, let's roll here for our two flame duties. Attacking.
Can we also get a team pool, please?
Yes, okay. Since there's adults around, none of you is in charge for now. But I'm gonna draw a team pool here. For you guys.
Would be in charge in this, all of this.
Well, Jack puts an extra team anyway in there.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Make it nice
extra.
and
Because
nice
that's
and-
Jack.
that. There we go. Oh, it's a bit small. I can make it better. Looks a bit bigger when you like that. Okay, so that's. I'll give you 3 team pool to start off with.
Plus extra one from Jack.
Sure.
Because remember, I always get an extra. If I was the leader, I would carry +1 forward, but sadly, no such thing.
Yeah. Okay. There you go.
But it's extra.
You've got 4 team.
Extra.
All right. Since they don't have influence, but they do help each other, that cancels out the roll. And 9. Okay. They directly engage Vanta, and they can pick one from the list below.
So who's actually attacking?
Both flame siblings, Phoenix Punch and Flickering Flame.
Jack totally approves.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe.
Actually,
Rachel would use a team so they can pick 2.
I was about just to use the
and
team as
then,
well, but
Rachel,
And-
yeah, you need to get involved though in this situation then.
Yeah, but and with that, they one of the choices they're gonna pick is resist their blows because she's giving them, a shield around them so they don't take any hits. As she sees them closing up on her.
Oh yeah, she had telekinesis.
and they also get a second one, which would be I don't know, up to them.
Up to them.
You guys decide, since they're NPCs, and what do you, as a group, what do you think would be most most helpful
I
here?
would take something from them. That's my vote, mind you. And not why I'm saying take something from them is that I would take the ability for the shadows to hurt. Basically, create enough light that the shadows can't touch the rest of us.
Yeah, they would
Made
attack with
of,
fire. Yeah.
Create
Yeah.
an opportunity for your allies by doing it.
Opportunity works as well.
Well, I got my vote. You two are voting something
I think
else.
I
so-
think what basically what you want to do is keep Vanta from being able to attack right now.
That
Yeah.
sounds.
Whether that is creating an opportunity or taking something is give or take. Doesn't matter really.
Well, if we create an opportunity, then it would actually make sense for Keith and Jack to make a...
Yeah, but at that point, Vanta could still use the shadows.
So, if we create an opportunity, or if we take the shadows away, then he can't.
Hmm.
So it doesn't really matter which one
Exactly.
they choose, because Keith and Jack can still make a double attack. Never mind, actually, Righteous Ranger is going to be fucking stupidly good in here, because we already know that electricity actually harms shadows, which is something that maybe Striker might do.
Yeah, if only you had an
Striker and
actual
Righteous
electricity guy here.
If only we had one of those.
Ranger. Yeah, no, Striker
Hello?
doesn't have electricity whatsoever, neither does Lily, of course not. Electricity, why is this madness? I
What
mean,
is
of course.
Let's stick with the action here for a second, as Flickering Flame kicks a gust of flame at Vanta, and Phoenix Punch does his characteristic Phoenix Punch! The spectral wings of Vanta dart forward, one of them grabbing on each of the flameling siblings, but Rachel's, here we go with the names again. Rachel's telekinesis prevents, or shielding, prevents the wings actually touching them. However, it wraps them up almost like a rope would, and prevents them from moving further. Their flames, however, don't seem to cause any illumination on the shadows of the body of Vanta. It's that dark.
Now,
Right.
Jack shouts, obviously, wanting to. If we both unleash our powers, would that be good enough?
Well, it wouldn't be unleashed, it would be directly engaged.
Well, it would be directly engaged from you, and unleashing my powers from me.
Well, what are you trying to change or reshape the environment or overcome an obstacle, Jack?
But we're trying to overcome this guy. Like,
That would be
basically,
still be directly
shadows.
engaged then. A
That would
threat.
be directly engaged.
That guy is a threat, yeah.
Well, if we do it together, if we both directly engage, or should I just which one of us is bigger danger?
Yeah, someone with bigger danger should really rule, and the other one adds a
Aaron
team
have
if
to
necessary.
be in danger.
But you still
Keith?
can act together as like a team combo.
My danger is 1, Keith.
Actually, yeah, I need to remove one
My
team.
danger is -2.
Okay, so I roll.
Well, Aaron's gonna help as well, probably with by attacking as well.
Yeah, the three of you attack. Full elemental barrage.
So because
No.
we're helping each other, we put one team, so it's actually an 8.
Or
Well,
should
you don't
I-
have to spend the team yet. If he already rolled a 12, then we count it as all three of you together succeed without needing to spend a team.
Okay.
Otherwise,
should I
you'll...
roll and see what happens?
No, only one of you needs to roll.
Okay.
Who's leading the attack?
Jack.
Okay, then Jack needs to roll danger.
And he did.
I did.
Okay,
7.
7. Yeah, you need to spend at least 3 team to get to a full 10, though.
No, 7 is fine enough because it's we because directly engaged we still get pick 1. So in this case, I will take the something from them, and that is the fact that the shadows will actually be vulnerable to light, electricity, flame, whatever. You know, they won't be able to just avoid it anymore
Okay, yeah.
because the attack is so strong that it kind of takes the immunity off. Like, this is fucking light. You know?
Yeah, what does Keith do? Does he shoot fire, or...
Fire blast.
Yeah, and then think about it when it's been even windified, because air plus fire, bigger fire. Don't know what Aaron would do to help it though.
Yeah, okay, so...
Okay, so
Yeah, go for it, Aaron.
I'll wait with Aaron until they're finished, then.
Okay, very well. So Keith blasts fire at Vanta, and Jack ignites the flames, making like a huge flaming spectacle on top of this lighthouse. As the flames subside, the angel-like wings of Vanta have wrapped themselves entirely around its body, having prevented all seeming visible damage. They don't seem singed at all. However,
But the 2 flamers are free now.
yeah, indeed. Then they jump backwards. Oh, that almost worked. I think we need a distraction first. It's like we couldn't move at all with these wings close by.
Right.
Shadows are really vulnerable to electricity. Do we have anyone that can use electricity?
It's because it sparks a bit around Aaron's fingers before he basically engulfs himself in his lightning cloak, more or less, and just. Okay, let's create some chaos.
Hey, yo.
I like that.
He's gonna bring down a lightning bolt on top of Fanta.
Alright, do it. Directly engage.
What about Righteous Ranger?
What would Righteous Ranger want to
Nice.
do?
She can't shoot lightning. She can only absorb energy.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Well,
she's
you're
more
on
on
top of
support
building.
currently.
I will resist their blows,
Okay.
obviously, and then I will take something from them. their ability to use their powers. They're shocked. Basically, Vanta is getting hit by a lightning bolt. Like,
All
I
right.
don't think you're gonna have control. I don't think you're gonna be able to control you use anything at that point.
Okay, Wanda gets struck by lightning, starts jittering like Luke in the Return of the Jedi.
Besides, we already know that it's vulnerable because Umbra has been hit by it and she just completely dispersed and couldn't
Well,
detect
but
shit.
do remember this is not Umbra.
However,
I know.
all of you take a powerful blow because the lightning is really loud and really flashy, so you all might get blinded if you can't reasonably argue that you are protected against getting flashbanged.
We are, because he got a 10.
Yeah,
Remember? And he-
Resist and avoid the blows. Yeah, I suppose so. Well, okay.
Protected us.
Still, I want to say all of you are a bit blinded. Who can still see or do something to them the spotlight?
Don't know if
Well-
Ultrix cares, but
Striker's helmet would polarize, so it's not.
Yeah,
reduces
Striker,
the
you're still good to
flash.
go.
Rachel's helmet is probably fine due to probably upgrades from Striker. I mean, why wouldn't it have upgrades?
Jack should be fine. I mean, come on, I'm the wind itself and I'm in wind form. I
Yeah.
basically, when it comes to air, it actually, what it says, it's
Yeah.
like, it makes it like a prism anyway, so,
Thief is blinded.
It's like, I can't say shite more than this like that. What is Ranger doing?
Yeah, let's focus on these three: Righteous Ranger, Jack, and Striker. You're the first ones who are able to, or are unaffected by the blinding light that just got called from the sky. And you see Vanta is just jittering.
I think Striker would hand Righteous Ranger something to basically give her a massive power boost. Kind of like a portable energy cell that just charges her up as much as she wants to be charged. Kind of.
Jack
that
just
make
looks, Jack is still in his wind form and he's just like, well, I can suffocate him if you hit him again.
What does Ranger do?
Ranger will kind of move herself over here to here. Yeah, there. Right there. She's going to be more defensive and try and keep everyone, like, she's pretty much going to be a human shield. In case what's his face, Venta gets his powers back.
Jack actually looks at Righteous Ranger and says, like, you're the Righteous Ranger. Because it's encouragement. I'm trying to encourage her to attack actually in here.
Yeah.
So I will actually roll for that.
Roll provoke someone.
Well,
Remember, you
encourage.
got minus cause.
Yeah. Roll to
adult.
encourage
So-
someone.
Yeah, it would be comfort or support.
No,
I
it's
think.
not. It's provoking someone to do
Provoke.
something.
Is it?
yeah, it is,
Yep.
it is
Yes.
still provoking, yes.
You know, comforting and supporting is yes, you do the right thing. There's nothing wrong.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So he's trying to do that, and he's trying to say, He's trying to say, we can defend him, but you now have the power to take this person down. I saw what Striker did before. You totally can do it. And he takes a pose, like one of her poses as well, like one of the difficult ones. Clearly, he has seen the movies or the Righteous Ranger movie.
The Danger
Wait.
Ranger movies.
The
Yeah, the
Ranger.
Danger Ranger movie. And he recognized, he put the pieces together. It's like, it's the same person. And it's like, you saved the city once. Now it's your turn to do the good deed again. You can totally do it. And it's like, gives like the
Okay.
super blink smile as well. It's like, and takes the pose. I'm actually taking the pose right now.
Righteous Ranger, if you do it, you add a team to the pool.
I'm afraid she will take guilty as
You can
she
save us all.
Poor Righteous Ranger.
behind her dark visored helmet, she gives a kind of a sad frown. at the fact that she's never been the one who physically attacked. She's always she can't really physically attack.
Yeah, you
No.
can. This is encouragement, but I hit though, so it should be okay though.
Vanta would regain a bit of composure and say, "You call this heroic behavior? So many standing against one. So many in their opinions standing against single one."
So actually, since I provoked someone, this is one of the reasons why I was like, well, actually, one of the reasons why provoking someone is that, you know, on 7 to 9, they can instead choose one. They stumble, you take +1 forward against them. Why would I be against them?
No,
So
it's
you
a
think,
PC.
you get
Righteous
a
Ranger is treated as a
opportunity,
PC here.
Or they overreact, you gain influence over them. So I guess I gain influence over Righteous Rangers.
No, you're mishearing me. Righteous Ranger herefore counts as a PC in this situation.
Oh,
Oh.
well, in that case, if they do it, add a team to the pool. If they don't do it, they mark a condition.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
fair.
Righteous Ranger already marked herself a condition because she was like, "No, I'm not gonna do this." But
Yeah, she's
back
guilty
to the
because she physically can't fight. She's been out of retirement or out of the hero business for quite a while.
Jack
Oh,
is so
dear.
disappointed.
you fight for the wrong reasons. The Hero Association just wants to use you to oppress the city.
We're not fighting for the bloody Hero Association. I'm fighting for my bloody mentor, and they're fighting for their team. They're
Your
all
mentor was part of the system.
Enough of
Fight the
this.
system.
Striker just walks up and the shield starts to open up, revealing something that looks like a energy core of something. And from the sides, he basically just on the corners of the shield, it extends like punches that it basically slams into the ground over Vanta.
Ah.
So basically, the shield is covering that now, and the core, and it just activates the shield to basically form a prison, light, basically. Light.
Well,
open prison.
directly engage a threat. See if that works. Actually, it's wielding your power since you're an adult.
Yeah, adults have a lot more nicer things.
Yes, they do.
Okay, that is.
Because adults
Really?
are awesome or something.
Yes. 'Cause that's some
Then. Thankfully, I have +1 in everything on Striker.
good. Go for it.
Yeah, actually, we don't. Can you actually give us the adult things?
Yeah.
We had them, but I don't have access, for example, to mine, and I can't remember.
They're
what's
in
there.
previous generation, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
But I can't actually see anything else but Bionic info, and I can't do anything.
Oh, yeah. You can actually. You probably weren't in the game at that point. There you go. Now you go. Now you can.
Well, that's a
Thank
miss.
Well,
Yep. Everybody else should be good to go. Okay. You slam that shield down, and Vanta just laughs, and you hear her say with a quiet voice, "10 flame punch!" As she says that, 10 flames form around her right fist, and she slams it into the shield, and the entire thing just goes overloading.
Oh, of course.
well, I was not done. I was thinking of how to make it work.
Well,
Okay.
too late of that.
Sometimes
Well,
it
I did
is.
have a plan for it, so meh. Oh well, whatever.
Striker, you get blasted backwards. You're about to fall off the roof of the building. Just due to momentum. Can someone save him?
Can I save him? I'm
No,
the wind
I
after
think-
all.
I think Righteous Ranger should save him. Or one of her characters.
But actually, it would be Righteous Ranger's task because she didn't attack, so it would actually be her. I mean, she
Yeah.
held herself back, actually.
Righteous Stranger is the savior, not the attacker.
Yeah.
Would you like me to defend?
Yes, roll defend.
Going to be savior. Well, yeah,
Or-
same
yeah.
difference. Same difference. Ooh, and he gets saved.
However, on a 7 and 9, it costs you. You can save him, but you will fall to the ground. Still, you'll be out of the combat for just long enough to make sure he's safe. Leaving
She will accept that.
leaving nobody to defend the kids, though. Except for Miss Hartfeld and Otrix. And Fang.
Yeah, it's only fucking 3 other people.
Well, alright, see if that's enough.
As Rachel takes a deep breath. How about we end this?
Vanta spreads her arms in a big, well, what is it motion and says, I'm only defending myself against your attacks.
Well, you're clearly a criminal, and we are taking you in.
I'm not a criminal. I'm a real hero.
Rachel lift off her staff and slam it down to the ground, and basically creating a shockwave flying towards Vanta.
Okay. Overwhelmer, well, she's in a vulnerable force, so it would just be directly engaging a threat.
I want to see this roll because if it fails, you'll hit everyone else in there as well. Which
You're
would
on
be
top of a building. The building will
Jack.
collapse if you fail.
Do I have anything I can do? Rachel have anything that she can do?
Yeah, look at
No,
her
she doesn't.
moves, if there's anything.
No, she doesn't. Damn it.
Okay.
Well, she still have +1 danger. Whew. Let's roll.
If you
Hit.
Hey.
Pick one from the list. If you don't
Yeah.
resist or avoid the blows, the building will collapse. Just-
Wait, what?
Yeah, because you're
Okay.
creating a shock wave on top of a roof that's strong enough to supposed to lock out Vanta.
That is true. Then I definitely resist the blow.
Okay. As you...
Wait. I would like to spend my.
Oh yeah, you
two-
could spend team as well to help your head teacher.
We don't actually have
Oh.
to do that because, frankly, I've been thinking about this now for 5 minutes. Jack might actually use his moment of truth now. Because he's had quite enough. I've had the moment of truth now for weeks, and he's never used it before.
So I'm calling it for a special occasion.
Yeah, and I think this might just be it.
It is Umbra, so yeah.
If Atem and Rachel and Righteous Ranger are okay with it,
Let's see this scene play out, and then you use your moment of truth, okay?
well, it depends if I need to afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. So, Righteous Ranger,
Righteous
you
Ranger.
wanna help here? Oh,
Well, I mean, if no one else wants to help, then
well,
It
I'm
would
sure
work.
somebody else will work and help. Sure. But what are you planning? And then somebody else can link into your idea and help out as well.
I suppose she'd try and help steady
The building?
Scarlet, so she's not going to do as much collateral damage, but she wouldn't be able to do it by herself. Scarlet's too powerful.
Yes, is it Freya or that does this?
It'd be Freya.
Okay.
She'd be using her physical strength to try and keep
Oh.
Scarlet from smashing the building too much.
To kind of direct the hit very specifically. So basically, you're trying to be the aimer. It's like aiming a gun, basically. That's what you're trying to do. To put an analogy in place so where I can understand it. Yeah?
Yeah, something like that.
Thank
Let's
you.
see. I think I know how Aaron would help in this.
I can't remember Aaron's power.
Like
He's an
Electricity.
electromaster.
He uses electricity as well.
No, he is actually. He's the only electrical hero we have. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, but because we have Righteous Ranger, we have Aaron,
Righteous Ranger only absorbs.
we have
Uh,
Striker as well.
Striker doesn't use electricity.
Take it easy. Take it easy, Jack. Take it easy. Okay, Aaron, you want to help?
He's basically gonna use his electricity skill powers and basically just plant his hand on the roof and basically forcibly direct the shockwave, or well, lock Vanta in place and basically use her as a beacon for the shockwave to hone into.
Magnetism, basically.
Yeah. Manipulate the what's it called now again? I wrote it down somewhere. I need to just. I'm just gonna read it.
Electromagnetism?
Yeah, it's magnetism. Electromagnetism.
Sure, you do that. Don't worry too much about the details. That
So-
makes it up to a 10 as your students help you. Rachel, how does that make you feel, by the way? They're giving it their all for you.
Proud.
Okay.
See?
Proud, but they shouldn't be here.
Besides resisting and avoiding the building collapsing, what else are you gonna pick?
Take Vanta's consciousness. Knock her out. Him out, or something.
Well, don't think you really can take the consciousness from her.
You can.
She's probably too powerful for that. You know, take something from them is, you know, it's you can't take everything from them.
Take their life from them.
I took the consciousness from the sword person.
Well, I got
Yeah,
it.
but that was
Yeah.
not a super being.
No.
That was a normal person.
Like we can do it once upon a turn,
The-
and we
the
can
thing
take
is-
one thing per turn. So,
The distraction totally worked because the shockwave was just a distraction.
Huh? Nani?
As yes, totally just a distraction since I have 10 now.
Oh, yes.
As Rachel, you know, with her speed appears, you know, at the side of
Yeah.
the truck, you know, and you know she mumbles a word like, you know, 50%, and you know, as she just slams her hand into her head, creating another kind of, you know, not a shockwave, but you know, creating a large wind blowing everywhere from the head, and I'm definitely fighting the oppositions. And you just see, you know, how Scarlet's suit actually gets ripped off on her arm. As she just
Nice. I
just-
can imagine it, yeah.
forgot to protect. She after then it forgot to protect my arm.
You send the blast wave at Vanta. Vanta goes flying, and you can see this clouds above this city sort of parting from your blast of the air. You punched Vanta very far away. Okay,
Punched
or at
very
least
hard.
flying right now. Is there
She
anything?
was locked in place.
Oh yeah, right. Actually, it was locked in place. But not physically though. As in, she was stunned,
Well-
couldn't move. Right? The electricity
Well,
wouldn't.
he would
This
be
is a lot
stunned.
In
But you know, maybe Rachel's power is even stronger than Aaron's.
Yeah, and it would be definitely.
oh,
And you know, all the students would be like, wait, when the CT folks just think, how easy did she actually win on them during the fight?
Well, you know what? Just because this guy gets punted away doesn't mean that I'm not going to use my moment of truth. Because
Yeah, go
Jack's
for
gonna
it.
fly after this guy.
Alright, that leaves you alone with him though. Wherever he
Fair
lands.
enough, which is why I use my moment of truth.
Exactly, yeah. Let me get you some space here, some fighting space.
So you will obviously see Jack just flying with, you know, after him, equally as fast, waiting until he hits the ground in a crater somewhere,
Okay.
before basically taking the air out and suffocating him until, you know, he can't do jack shit. And he's like, "Give me back my mentor. Do it now, or I will kill you. I do not care who you are. I do not care what you are. I don't care about the consequences to myself. Give me back my mentor."
Okay. So too front. There you
That's
go.
a big hit to a little body.
Come on. I got it. There you go, better. Anyway, okay. Whew. That sounds like you're directly engaging a foe. I know, it's your moment of truth, so
It is my moment of truth, so you can obviously respond, but it's still my moment of truth.
okay. Whew. So you're blowing out the air. You hear a voice, even though there is no air now. So Vanta shouldn't be able to speak, but does regardless, and says,
That's nothing new.
Nothing
He has
new.
Opera as a mentor.
yeah. Says, "Are you going to kill me just to get her back? That's not going to work, you know. But go ahead, do it anyway. How much better are you than me then?
Still gonna be better because I'm working for something else. I'm working for the love I have for my friends because you're a threat on every sense and word, everything. Now give her back! And, the wind slices around. Obviously making slashes into their body. And it's just like, give it. Give her back. Or I'll make sure that you'll live the rest of your life as a lab specimen. Now! The windy claws just kind of take this person up by the throat, and the rest of the people at the roof. You can see this clearly. You've never seen Jack this furious ever. Not ever. He's not easy to get angry, but when he is angry, that's it. Finished. Done. Cough her up. Come on. I know you have her.
Okay, Vanta's ghostly tendrils move towards you. They try to grab around you, encase you.
I'm merely a wind.
Yeah,
You cannot trap me.
That's what Umbra thought.
You cannot trap me. And he starts flying in.
Okay.
And taking this guy by the throat before slamming him onto the rooftop into a point, mind you, that has some kind of support structure underneath. I'm the wind. I can see where's some supportive structure, and the rest of you obviously will see in the roof where he comes down. It's like, you'll find Jack on top of this guy. It's like, come to your true form now. No more shadows. No more nothing, or I will kill you. In front of all these people, and I don't care what happens to me. Do it. Do it now. If you're truly a hero, then you will surrender.
Okay. Vanta changes into his true form. You see Umbra there.
What?
Saying, go ahead then, Jack. This was your final test.
What?
Take my life
Jack-
like I took my mentors.
Huh?
Jack actually looks around. He's like, that's not Umbra. That's not her. That's not you. What the fuck are you
That's not
saying?
true. That's impossible.
Yeah, and just takes them by the throat and just slams it with enough strength at the top of the roof that it actually cracks. And it's like, Striker, Rachel, the Otrix, do something.
Umbra screams just like Umbra would scream. You've never heard her in pain, though, did you? But her voice is her voice.
No.
Have you?
All of them have.
Okay. Well, does Jack?
All of the old team have.
Yeah.
Is this really Umbra though?
You see Umbra there, yeah. This is really Umbra.
No, this is not Umbra. I don't believe it. Like, again.
Violence is not the answer. We have a peaceful way of resolving this.
Well, then distrain this imposter and get me my mentor back.
Hold it still, and I will trap the shadow.
Jack kind of hisses before basically just taking them by the throat and basically just moving them towards Otrix. Is like, well, there you go.
Now, Umbra isn't going to be just simply dragged off. She says, no, Jack, this is your challenge. And she would slam with her... Which hand got chopped off, the left or the right?
Wasn't it the left?
I think it was the left.
Yeah, she slams into your hips with her right arm, smacking it backwards.
I am
And
the wind. It matters not because I'm in my wind form. It would just fucking just go through, and you'll get even sharper claws there. It's like, you dare first impersonate my mentor and now resist arrest? Fuck you! And she just pulls her towards Utrix. It's like, do it now before I really lose my grip. And you could see the claws in his hands just getting closer, just a hint of blood at the jugular.
okay, Otrix, It's not your moment of truth. Roll me a powerful blow, as something unexpected might happen.
Let's see. Otrix.
And that means the special kind of Otrix here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's both. Joe is the one holding the card. Otrix is supposed to be there to try to protect him.
Okay, yeah.
Actually, Joe.
Yeah, then roll normal Joe. Average Joe here.
Average Joe.
8.
Crap.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you.
I promised Emily to be safe, alright?
Otrix. Okay. Okay, all of a sudden, a knife comes flying towards you. You rolled an 8 on that powerful blow. What happens?
Well, Joe is not Jack or Umbra. He'll probably get hit by it. It won't hit anything vital, but it will probably hit him in the arm. And
What happens to the arm and the card
Yes.
that the arm is holding?
The arm is holding the card, because... Interesting.
Jax just kind of gasps and just pulls the guy even closer.
All of a
almost
sudden,
backwards
knives come
hug,
flying
like a
from just about
backwards-
everywhere.
Like backwards hug. So like half of the left, like Jack's left hand is with the claws right breaking at the belly, not quite actually piercing the skin yet, and the right hand is across the jugular and the neck, and it's like one wrong move and I will kill you.
Come
It's
on,
very
Jack.
simple to Jack. He's just basically holding them a hostage.
I'm way too dangerous to be let live. You know that.
That is not for me to decide.
Isn't that what heroes do?
Don't be an idiot.
Then who decides? The Hero Association?
They're gonna win flick to their upper ears, like something that would be done to a child when they're like being an idiot, you know? From Jack. And he backs away from Ostrix, letting other people deal with him because, you know, Jack can't do that.
Otrix probably getting closer to Joe, just to try to create a barrier of shadows around him, just to make sure, like, while trying to find out what the hell has happened.
Yeah, knives are raining down from around you. You're not on the highest rooftop yet, and there's people around.
Well, crap.
Well, yeah, now that I've used my moment of truth, I should block as characteristic, and I will block this one.
Yes.
It's done. Actually, no. Just think.
Who are these people? Why are they attacking us? And why are they evil?
Yeah.
Otrix will probably just try to, still trying to focus on protecting Joe. Otrix will just basically try to summon various weak but several shadow creatures, small ones, but still just to go after that assailants.
Alright, there's chaos breaking out as people scream as the shadow beasts attack them. Jack, let's see how we can satisfactorily resolve this. Yeah, okay, I know. You keep holding onto Umbra, yeah.
Not Umbra, because this is not Umbra.
Or is it?
No, we know, because frankly, you know, by my logic, and Jack would be equally, I mean, come on, he's an A student. Like, he's not a bad student whatsoever. Now, I know logically, mind you, but I'm also willing to assess the situation again. However, what I logically know from what we have from the narrative is that they said that Umbra actually killed Xerxes. Now, this is and isn't true, but the fact is, they didn't say that she killed Xerxes. They said that they killed his mother, who she's a child of, and Umbra is only Xerxes' protege, nothing more. That's it. So it cannot be Umbra. So therefore, perhaps
You might want
this
to pierce
person-
the mask
this
in that
person-
case.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Instead of
I'm
assess the
gonna
situation.
can actually assess the situation
Well, you can assess the situation as well. Sure, up to you.
because
Well,
I think as well. Actually, let me just check the rules, which would be better.
So I have gotten back up yet.
Well, yeah, you can run after the. What does everybody else do while Jack is looking that up?
Yeah, let's
Trying to not be
Oh,
hit by more knives. And, well, Laylee was probably just trying to fly over there, just offering her bike to anyone who can't. Oh, crap.
Okay.
Rachel is going over to Jack, and the person
Yeah.
who might be Umbra.
I get potential though. I finally get my
Yeah.
another skill. Which is
Yeah.
nice.
Right. I
It-
have a shit ton of influence over Umbra.
You leave you're there confused, Jack. This is Umbra, your mentor, isn't it? It all doesn't
No.
add up, but that's her.
No, I just refuse to believe it because Umbra would actually have influence over me, and this person just doesn't.
Or does it?
Well,
I mean,
guess that
the wings fade and the red grin faded as well, since it turned into Umbra, and the shadows fade, revealing Umbra. Yeah.
No, frankly, I actually, if you're
Nice.
gonna do
Right,
the
that's
influence,
right.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say Mary Contrary.
I'm not doing the influence. I'm just saying, hey, that's what you assessed as. You don't know what the situation is confusing. Let's call it like that. Yeah.
Yes, the situation is confusing.
And not
that
certain
I can do,
for
but,
you.
well, Jack, as Rachel walks closer, there is a couple of questions we always can ask. So, as he looks down on Vanta or Umbra.
You're looking
No,
down at
it's not
Umbra, yeah.
Umbra.
Let me put Umbra.
Just because it looks like Umbra doesn't mean it is Umbra.
Question:
Yeah.
what am I? As he
Umbra.
looks down.
Umbra.
As
What
he looks
is
down.
Miss Hartfeld?
Are you asking from Vanta or are you asking from Umbra?
I'm
Because
asking
if
from
you're
Umbra.
asking from Vanta, because this is not Umbra.
I'm asking
I-
from Umbra though.
Oh, right. If she might have taken some of the memory.
Yeah, honestly. It depends on who you ask.
I'm asking Umbra.
Well, Umbra's not there.
Is she?
Why would she? Well, unless
Well,
obviously
just-
this guy
just-
ate her.
Umbra? No, Umbra just answered DM.
But what's that the wrong arm?
Whoops, we took off the wrong arm. Let's get
It's the left one. The other one. Left. Left. You're right. Okay?
But Amanda's just answered the GM. We might be surprised.
Yeah, I mean, why would I lie? I'm telling you that I have. I'm telling you the truth. So, what does Umbra say?
If it was honestly Umbra,
Yes. Then what?
she would say if it was honest like 100%, like I mean 100%.
Yeah.
Umbra. You know actually what she would say?
Mhm.
She would say I am your rival. I am your friend. Just like we were in that cave with the book. You remember? With the skull.
Cave? That was not a cave.
That was
You
a
remember?
library.
In that cave. I'm not talking about the library, I'm talking about the cave. The cave! With the fucking people that you saved!
Oh, right, that cave!
That cave!
That cave!
The Bat Cave!
The sewer system cave.
Yeah, that cave. Now, I'm just like that. Now, just please do as you did then, and don't remember what you did then. Just do it just like that, because that's what you should do.
How romantic.
Basically, because now, Seely, because Rachel will understand what it means, but the rest of you will not understand it. So, Seely, just to explain to you what she means, is that for those of all, also if we are having this broadcasted, and for those people who didn't watch the previous campaign. Now, what actually Umbra means in here, that back in those caves, Umbra thought that sacrificing would be an amazing idea. Let's sacrifice these people that Rachel wanted to obviously save. Umbra was obviously thinking, yeah, let's just sacrifice them, whatever. You know, they're a couple of 120 people, whatever, no one gives a shit. Now, Rachel gave them a chance. Rachel went there, saved everybody. And now, and also there was a bit of deception, there was all this kind of stuff, but at the end of it, you know, Rachel and Umbra work together. Now, what she means when she said that is that, you know what, this is not me. However, I still want you to defeat me. Let's defeat me, but believe in me that I'm the real Umbra is somewhere, but perhaps not here. You know, this is not the real thing. Just look beyond the illusion and save me. Kill me even if it needs to be. Just save the innocent. Just like you did in the cave. Just to tell everyone else that what she actually means. Because obviously I know that Rachel understood it. But the rest of the people that might be watching and the rest of people that weren't there might not remember or know.
Can Striker pierce?
Yes, Striker can. As can everybody else who wants to.
Do I still get to use my influence that I actually have over Umbra from
Yeah.
the previous?
So you get a +1.
Remember that Jack is still holding Umbra in a chokehold.
Yeah.
/ one over the belly. It's like, you know what?
How does it
Well,
feel? How does it feel, Umbra?
Like, you're in
Big
like
held.
That's the
fucking.
wrong one. That's the wrong one.
That's
Then you say,
I rolled a
then you say
I
you
rolled
want to
this. What's
I rolled 2 sixes. That's
you
impressive.
rolled as Striker though. Striker rolls.
Oh yeah.
It just shows you Aaron because that's the character you locked into
Fair enough.
Roll20 with.
Okay.
So you can ask her 3 questions.
Go ahead, ask me anything.
What?
Depending,
still-
are you asking me or are you asking the other person?
He's asking Umbra.
Okay, go ahead.
Banta, since he does not. So
Okay,
he
yeah,
wants
sure.
to know- he wants to know who is this exactly.
But that's not a question, is it?
Okay, how can I get your character to reveal who you are, your true identity?
Make a DNA check. You're a scientist, right?
That's true.
Exactly.
How can I gain influence over Vanta?
Well, you mean how can you get influence over Vanta? Sure. I thought you meant Umbra. Well,
No, he already has influence over Umbra. Both
okay.
as
How
an
can you
adult,
go influence
as a
over
child.
Vanta? Agree with his ideals.
Well, he doesn't like the hero situation anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean that's the way to get influence.
What is Vanta really planning to do?
To destroy the Hero Association. That should be obvious by now. He kind of spelled it out multiple times.
Yeah.
2 times.
So you could have ulterior motives besides that, you know?
Yeah, how about getting? Okay, let's be a bit more ulterior motives here.
Because
You know, when you had a philosophical question, he seems to be the kind of villain hero who really considers what makes a hero. So he wants to spread his view of what a hero should be, and who can judge a hero, right?
I now know who you base this one on.
Oh,
Stain.
Bane. Ah,
From Hero.
Stain. Oh yeah.
Academy.
I mean, there's a good bit of that in there, sure. Yeah, I mean, hell, if that's what it reminds you of, then go for it.
Striker's just gonna basically walk up to Vanta and just sit down and remove the helmet and just say, you know, you're good at hiding your identity, but do you really think that I will not be able to figure it out? He says as he just leans forward and takes a very small blood sample from the base of the neck and just runs it through the scans.
Okay. Comes
Well,
up.
remember, Jack is still holding her, so it doesn't matter. You know?
Okay.
Get there.
Comes up as Umbra.
This is not my
True
mentor.
identity. True identity.
True identity is Umbra.
That makes no sense. She wouldn't think like that.
Unless
This is not her.
This is a future version of Umbra, like 2 years in the future that has been sent back.
That could totally.
That could actually totally work. I actually go with that logic.
Can you look how old she should be through a DNA sample?
Yeah, these are.
Can I determine the age of the blood cells?
Uh,
Basically, see how many times they have.
If you can't, I'll give you an
The
extra
blood.
team.
Don't blood cells regenerate? You know,
Blood
like
cells
every
do.
day?
You can get
Yeah,
an idea
they
from the
do,
DNA.
but
Cells.
you can
Cells
do
are
it.
replaced, but that can be traceable.
Yeah, it's definitely traceable. You can even see it from the bones. You can check people's age easily. It's not an issue.
You say easily. We have a massive discussions about that in Sweden. Yeah.
No, but for example, you can
We
see a
have-
child's bones, you can see an adult's bones, this kind of stuff. Bone
We have-
marrow will tell you the
we have
age of the second.
Specific age.
okay, yeah, what's Umbra's specific age right now?
Well, when it comes to actual Umbra,
Yeah.
she was about 16 5 years ago, so right now, well, she would be 21, 22.
As old as Rachel.
Yeah. Well, yes, they were classmates, remember?
Yeah. That's what comes up on the test. Freya. You've caught up to here, and well, Fang's still with you. He says, looks like they really got the bad guy. But isn't that the woman from the medical facility at the school? The one I happened to broke the door on?
Why would she actually tear off her own arm?
Well, Umbra is Umbra. She has her reasons.
No, she's not that insane.
Freya, what
Right.
do you
Well-
think is going on here?
She's not sure, but from what she saw the bad guy get grabbed by Jack and brought here, so
Turn into Umbra.
she's waiting for Jack to finish it.
Maybe you should finish him when all the other heroes are just hesitating. After all, that could save Mr. Sunshine.
Yeah,
Jack
but
is
Jack,
just sitting
but
here
Jack,
and chatting away.
yeah, but remember that Jack's hold is very specific. Just because he's also covering all the, like, basically, if you want to hurt this person, it would be either Jack or it's no one at all. Unless you want to unless you want to kill both of them. It's very simple, you know. It's either Jack or it's no one at all. He's holding her in a way that which actually covers all the vital areas, but at the same time gives him the access to the two vital areas that he has chosen. It's almost like a hug, you know.
Air hugs.
So, will Freya do anything?
She will provoke Jack to kill Umbra.
Do you have influence over me?
I do not.
And
Well, in
it's
that case-
just a normal provoke roll.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Roll
no.
away.
Never mind. I
Yeah,
don't.
roll away. Roll away.
This is getting interesting.
Roll away.
Now keep in mind, that's
I will
Yeah.
hold my skull medallion.
for the Go Lucky bonus. Keep in mind, you'd never have to do it. You'll only get penalized if you don't do it and she rolls well.
Yeah.
You might get a bit insecure or something.
However, so you're basically doing it, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so however, I have Mary Contrary. So when someone tries to pierce your mask, conquer to support you, or provoke you, you can interfere. Roll plus superior. On a hit, they take -2 on their roll. On a 10 plus, you also take influence over them or clear a condition. On a miss, they get a +10 no matter what they actually rolled.
Yeah.
And you mark a condition of their choice. So I'm actually going to do that. So I'm going to do Mary Contrary in this case.
Okay.
Which actually makes a lot of sense. Well, no, I don't want to. No, I don't want to modify anything. What happened? What happened?
You got a +2 there.
No, I haven't even rolled anything yet.
Oh, Freya
So
rolled.
I'm-
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
So, Mary Contrary, let me just do that and submit.
Okay.
I do a 9. So, on a hit, they take a -2 on the roll, so that would be an 8.
Okay. That's it. That's what happens. So that's an 8. Does anybody here want to help Freya spend some team to also tell Jack to kill her mentor?
No.
No, Keith would be
Does
assisted.
anyone to actually want to help me?
Yeah, actually, you can
Yeah.
also further subtract, but that need at least 2 people to change the result.
No, I only need 1.
7 is still a hit.
No, but I need 1
No,
for mine. Because if I do 1,
Hmm.
on a +10, you also take influence over them and clear condition. You remember? On a hit,
Oh.
they take -2
okay.
on
Okay,
the
yeah.
roll.
I see it.
So
I see
it's
it.
lesser
Sorry.
than mine, so it doesn't even matter. You know?
But
I'll
it's still
interfere anyway.
but it's still a hit. So you still have to choose from the list.
On a hit, they
Oh.
take a -2 on their roll. On top 10, you also take influence over them and clear condition. On a miss, they get a +10 no matter what they roll, and you mark a condition of your choice. But I just don't think that it actually does anything if it works. Because because I interfere.
No, it still provokes you. She still makes a hit. She makes an 8.
It makes a normal hit, not a full hit.
Yeah. A normal hit, not a full hit. So you can
Just
always look up.
modifies it.
So on that note,
That means that you only choose one of them.
let me
Or
check.
she chooses one of them.
Yeah, she chooses. But let me just check what we have because I would like to know as well.
Unless
Unless, of course, one helps one or the other. I know there's something about the Mary Contrary that is actually a really important thing because I do remember that it would actually interfere. Like it
Yeah,
would completely
she-
interfere.
Yeah, if you get a 9, you don't have to do anything. Their roll's basically blocked.
Yeah, that was the idea.
Or
Like,
they
that's
take a
what I'm
-2
saying.
in this case. This case, it would still be a partial hit then. But if somebody also tells Freya, hey, please, okay, Freya basically has to say so or do something as well. Or, yeah, say something. What are you saying, Freya, to Jack?
If they help me or if they help Freya, that's basically the thing. So
Yeah.
the rest of you, we have 8
Freya
other people
says,
here. So
Jack, kill Umbra. And Jack says, oh, fuck, no, I won't.
yeah, exactly.
Very contrary way. What are you guys' opinion?
Would you other guys kill Umbra?
Freya,
I mean,
don't
actually-
be- Freya, don't be
Killing is
stupid.
not the answer to anything.
Actually, what
really-
Jack would say is that Jack wouldn't say, don't just kill him. It's like, this is not the hero way. We don't kill our opponents. While just hugging this form to his chest. It's like, we don't kill our opponents. No matter
He's
what.
going to kill Mr. Sunshine.
We don't know that yet. We can defend Mr. Sunshine.
What would the rest
Killing
of you
is
do?
not the answer.
Killing is definitely not the answer. Well done. Thank you.
Killing is never the answer.
Jack is like, killing is not the answer. Killing is never the answer. What would the rest of you do? Striker, Righteous Ranger?
Well, Aaron, I think, would be like. I don't know, actually. What would Aaron do? I mean.
What would the Hero Association do, Alan?
Oh, God.
You mean Aaron?
Aaron, yes. What would the Hero Association do?
Erase this entire event from happening, probably?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Well,
that's not-
well, no, you caught the bad guy. So the Hero Association would lock the bad guy up, right?
Yeah,
Well, good.
yeah, that's true.
Kill? Probably not, no. Unless she was there was no other way.
Unless you're Ice Lord.
Yeah, Ice Lord would.
So what about no? But think about it this way. On the other hand, I think Devon Ice, for example, would be on Jack's side in this because I gave you a home. I gave you a place where you can be yourself.
Yeah, but also Devon also says, is Umbra really capable of killing Mr. Sunshine or whatever that thing is?
No, Umbra wouldn't do that anyway.
If we lock her up, then she can't. So I say lock her up first.
Jack actually says as well. Jack actually says
Joe's
Umbra
plan.
would never kill Mr. Sunshine, no matter how much he irritates her, because at the end of the day, they have worked multitudes time together, and Mr. Sunshine always comes to her with the wounded, and she always does her job. Sure, she might be very grouchy and have a very bad bedside manner, but you will not find a medic.
Yeah. Phoenix Punch says, did she sleep with Mr. Sunshine? Bedside manners?
Oh God.
Oh la la. I mean,
Who does it say it to?
talk
Who does
about
he
a
say it
Black
to?
Widow. He says it to
He-
Keith because Keith is his buddy.
Oh dear.
Oh God.
But Aaron, you're around and you overhear that. Let me move you up
Oh
there.
dear.
Also, Lily, you also overhear that.
Because of
So
course.
this is how rumors get started.
Yes.
Oh God.
What is
Well,
the
it-
color of embarrassed?
Clearly, that would probably be something like pinkish.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah, I
pure
can
green.
imagine the
Or
stuff
pure
Umbra would be
green.
into.
Pure green, red, pinkish, something like that. I mean, usually people pink up when they're embarrassed. They'll get like tomato red.
Oh,
you know?
okay, cute.
Yeah, but I only have red for love, so I think I'm going to go lime green.
Yeah. Lime green.
is evil.
Oh God. So yeah, so you hear that for obvious reasons, and then what? Oh my God, this food looks so nice.
What?
Oh, sorry.
What looks nice?
My food.
Oh.
She's attracted to her food, okay? Don't judge.
But it does. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Seduce the food with your high heels.
Would Ranger do?
In any case, so
'Cause
Yeah.
I think Striker's got a third pick decided on this.
actually, shouldn't we actually, in this case, Jack actually turns to Righteous Ranger and Rachel.
Righteous Ranger isn't there.
Oh, why
Where
not?
the fuck did she disappear?
Because she did the thing. She defended.
And she randomly disappeared? No, she can't just disappear.
You can
I
catch
mean-
up. You just remove yourself from the rooftop for a while. You could have caught up by now, if you want to. Alternatively,
Okay.
this... Yeah, okay, you could have caught up, totally.
What
Totally
happened?
did Righteous Ranger.
With her speed, of course you could have caught up.
Apparently, Umbra has slept with Mr. Sunshine, so she has terrible bedtime manners.
Huh?
Huh?
What happened while I was away?
No.
That was a rumor.
Umbra has never fucking slept with Mr. Sunshine.
We know. It's just what Phoenix
The
Punch-
kids are.
I understand the rumor, but Jack would vehemently protest. It's like, and
I heard she bragged about it to a student there, Flickering Flame says, because we got that info
Actually,
just fresh from him.
would the Umbra person that who's saying who?
Yes, what would Umbra respond to that?
Oh, that's Umbra. So
Yeah, sure, but what would Umbra say?
what Umbra would say is, I would fucking never, ever be with that smiling idiot. I mean, he's an excellent hero, but fucking hell, I have standards, for goodness sake. If anyone else, I would be with absolutely nothing. Moving along.
What would Ranger do when she hears that? I mean, I think we can all guess what she was about to say there.
Yep.
Righteous Ranger is very confused right now.
No, Umbra has had a crush to Striker since the beginning of time.
Well, so has Rachel.
Yep.
Had.
Everyone, I think everyone in this party has had a crush on a Striker at some point.
Not Joe, but
Yeah, but
Oh, no,
Joe
no,
is Joe.
But
Joe
what,
had Emily.
Yes.
yeah, Joe did. But what about Ostrix?
I don't think that Otrix did it.
They like the same
Otrix
person.
loved only himself.
Yes, exactly.
You
Not
sure about
thing.
that?
Yes.
Everybody's gay for Striker.
Everyone's gay for Striker. Everyone.
Well, let's see. What did I actually put on his character sheet?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Let's see. He did athletic perfection, so
Great. Not something Otrix was looking for, though.
Devin is so much hotter than Striker. Godlike beauty. Godlike beauty.
Yeah, but everyone likes Striker. So anyway, everyone can hear it. That she would have, that would be Umbra's response.
Striker would just be like, sigh, just put his helmet back on, like, why do I bother?
The funny thing is that Umbra herself would never actually admit it. She's always been extremely professional, except that, other than like basically phoning over his medical equipment or something like this and appreciating his intelligence, but she's never made any signs of being a fangirl or anything like that because she's far too cold and professional to do that, at least in his presence anyway. So for her to actually say that out loud would be extremely not Umbra, which I would think it would actually alert Rachel and I think Righteous Ranger if she's there, and also Striker to this. This is not Umbra. This is so not Umbra. She would never blurt this kind of shit out. Like, she never would. She just never would do that. And I think that...
Well, that's another thing we can try to do.
And Jack would also be extremely suspicious, and he would just tighten his claws on this person. This is not Umbra. I think this person basically ate Umbra and is using Umbra's memories and her feelings and everything else to their advantage. Just do something. You're the adults. Come on.
What would Umbra say to that?
Well, Umbra probably wouldn't say anything.
Okay.
Other than that, it wouldn't be a child's place to fight in the wars of adults.
Okay.
And even that,
that's so unlike Umbra.
That is something that she feels and she does in action, but she would never say it out loud. Exactly.
What is Rachel planning?
But what does she say out loud? Just exactly that.
That would probably be what she would say out loud. But Rachel, Righteous Ranger, or Trix, the people who know Umbra, they would all be like, "That's not Umbra. Fuck that shit."
Well, Rachel would carefully, place a right hand on Umbra's forehead. At this point, you notice probably why that something weird about Rachel's right hand. It had all been covered by a glove.
The cyan blue color?
No, not her hand, not her eye. It appeared that there are cracks in her skin running up around, and it's almost like, there's fire underneath the cracks.
Jack kind of takes a step backwards, dragging Umbra with her. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, I see. And
Trust in Rachel and you will see.
And she would then close her eyes and, search for her. And she would search a connection to Boxes in Umbra.
That is fair.
It's actually very fair. Now, it's up to the GM. If the real Umbra is there, Rachel should actually succeed, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, you don't succeed at finding any trace of Bakshesh.
So it's not fucking Umbra.
Well, you do make a good imposter. Just too bad that you can copy the place where Umbra draws her power from. Vanta.
Draws her power from? What?
Umbra,
what's
what do you
going on?
feel about being called Vanta?
Quick BRB.
I'm not Vanta. I'm Umbra. Come on. You know me, Rachel.
I love the
Striker.
mindfuckery.
And just like me, Umbra draws her power from boxes. But you don't.
I'm her. Come on. Don't you believe me? The frankly thing is that even Jack at this point is just like almost dragging her closer about that crowd. It's like, this is not my mentor. She would never be this desperate. What
Meanwhile,
is this creature?
Joe just pulls out a knife from his arm, like, God damn, Emily's going to shoot me out over this.
Or
Should we-
tricks?
Should I try to trap the thing now and see so you can try to figure out what it
Striker?
is?
The rest of you? Maybe we should just take this creature to the Hero Association. This is not my mentor.
Yeah, Jack, this whole thing is real confusing. Would you take a condition from all of this? One that you think fits best?
If there would
Hopeless?
be a condition for being stressed, he would take that. But in this case, he would be taking I'm gonna take insecure. No. I'm gonna take I'm gonna take the guilty or insecure. Guilty or insecure. Can I roll for that?
Sure, flip a coin. One is insecure, two is guilty.
That
Yeah.
reminds me, the fight is
One.
over.
So it's insecure. Yeah.
Yep.
Insecure it is. So I'm gonna do insecure then.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Whew.
This is why Joe doesn't do hero stuff anymore. God damn.
And you know, Jack is just getting enough now. And the fact is that clearing conditions, clearing insecure, is actually take a foolhardy action without talking to your team. And what he's gonna do is that he's actually going to very quickly slam this person who's impersonating her mentor, Maki's mentor, onto the ground, and then put those wind glass into their belly, and it's like, give my mentor back now. You know, he's crying. He's just like, this is not this person anymore. They have a fatal wound unless it's getting fixed very quickly. They have about 30 minutes to live, but he knows this is not Umbra. And he takes this foolhardy action immediately. He's had
Yeah.
enough.
God damn it.
The pressure of being a successful lawyer's, son, and being happy and nice and good and everything is just too much pressure. Especially being an Umbra's apprentice.
What is everybody else knowing? Since it's full out the action, it's quick enough so that nobody can stop him from doing it, but now he has done it.
What do you do?
Idiot. Alright then.
Rachel hold Jack off with her telekinesis. So, kind of blow him away.
No.
Trix, hold him off.
He's
I'll-
wind. He's wind itself. You cannot hold the wind.
Oh, she blows the wind away.
If there's wind, sorry.
Did I miss?
Jack took a foolhardy action and basically slammed this Umbra, who is not Umbra, to the ground by their throat and put their hand into their belly. They're gonna die in about 30 minutes.
Now,
If
Umbra, you can turn yourself into shadows, right? Would you do that to, avoid being injured that way?
Well, this is not Umbra.
Is it?
Umbra
Isn't
would,
it?
but-
No, it's not. Just because someone's fucking, actually, if there is any Umbra in this person, they actually wouldn't. Frankly, if this person's so-called E8 kind of Umbra to kind of feed the wrong power, Umbra actually wouldn't. She would actually lock the power deep inside and be like, hey, you think you can use my power? Fuck you. I can survive anything, but you can't. And she wouldn't turn into shadows or nothing. No, nothing. She wouldn't. because she'd rather have that an imposter gets dead rather than anything else, to be honest.
Freya. Assess the situation.
This is interesting.
Yeah.
Dude.
Nope.
Oh, I'll give you a team.
Jax.
He's angry that Jack didn't do what she told him to.
But now he kind of is doing that, isn't he? But
yeah, I don't
okay, Jack. Yeah.
So confused.
I'll give you a team because, as said, no, he is actually doing what she said that he should do. So I'll give you a team. So now you're actually on the 7 to 9 range. So you actually
Get to ask one question, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Because now he's actually is doing it.
what here can I use to determine once and for all who this person is?
Should I answer that or should you answer that, Atom?
That's me answering that. Can you do for once and for all?
Meanwhile, Joe is trying to stabilize this person.
Because as long as Jack is confused, he won't do anything. So he just needs definitive proof whether this is Umbra or not.
Okay. Is there anything personal you could ask Umbra? Something that only, or maybe that Umbra wouldn't know? Something between you and her.
Or something actually, because Freya can actually also tell it to all the students.
Actually, you know what, Freya? You got smell, right? This person may be betraying Umbra's, physical appearance, her memories, but her smell couldn't be replicated, right?
That is true.
Give it a good sniff.
Just to tell you, Umbra on her own, she smells like beeswax because she's a surgeon and she quite often assists in surgery. So obviously has to wash her hands a lot. So she smells like beeswax because that's what she uses her hands to keep them smooth and nice. And at the same time, she also smells like smoke. And it's a really, really nice, like one of those Hawaiians or Cubans. It's a really nice smoke. It's almost like a, like an incense. At the same time, obviously, disinfectant and somehow ink. She clearly draws or does a lot of calligraphy or this kind of stuff. So that this is what Umbra smells like.
That is what you smell, Freya.
Freya will say,
Remember, I gave her extra team, so she's actually at 7.
That's why
Freya
she's
will
the
say,
enemy,
this
though.
is Umbra. There's no way that the person could replicate her smell. I know, I've been in detention enough to know what she smells like.
But you've been only in detention at once, and I made you...
I've been in detention like every day because I refused to clean up the marks in the city.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes, you were.
No, but you got to ask one, but even then...
Yeah, she did. And I gave an answer and she acted on it. And it's Umbra.
Even if it's 7.
Yeah, you can ask one. And take 1 + 1 by answer. I'm determining that's a clear proof that this is Umbra. Smells like Umbra.
Jack actually just says, well, then someone has to be taking care, like, someone has been possessing her body.
That's why I'm trying to take the shadows out of her.
Well, do it then! And Jack just kind of like screams at him.
I'm not exactly going to do it now when she's dying. Help me stop her dying.
She won't die until I fucking do it. So go ahead, you have an hour. Don't worry about that much. It's not that serious. I wouldn't hurt my mentor that bad, but I will hurt this traitor that bad.
You
Umbra
have
would
some
never
serious-
do this. She would never do this.
You have
Not
some
ever.
serious problems, kid.
But why would all of these people then come to her aid? She would never do anything like this. She fucking does volunteer clinics. She helps. You should see her on those volunteer clinics. You honestly you should see her. She's like a different person. Just
Might
because you
one day,
have.
just to keep her alive.
Well,
Oh.
don't you
As I
fucking worry about it that
As
much.
I
It's gonna be
said,
fine.
she is not Umbra. She doesn't have the connection to the place she draws her power from.
Exactly, as our headmistress says, and believe me, we all should actually listen to our headmistress. We should, because she's the highest
And-
power.
Jack, get off now before I get serious.
No, because she might escape otherwise. It's my claws that keep her actually here. She's gonna be nice and tidy. I can transport her where you want her to be. That's fair enough. But I will not get off of her until I get someone else to get her to be still. That'd be something that would
Oh.
work with shadows.
By you notice as Rachel,
On to see if that works.
Unless it's you, headmistress, who keeps her still, I will not trust anyone else.
Rachel, just put her right hand on top of Umbra, not Umbra's chest, and just holding her down that way.
Okay. How does Umbra
Yeah.
react to that?
Well, it depends on what she does.
Yeah, okay. What do you do, Miss Hartfield?
Well, apparently nothing. But Umbra, can feel that if she moves, there's only going to be applied pressure.
And Umbra is gonna be like, "Pfft," and she's gonna spit blood onto your face and buck a bit until Jack kind of like puts another arm onto probably her arm, like his arm over her shoulder
Right.
blade. So like, don't do that. Enough. And
Rachel. Would you
seriously,
mind if I test some?
Go ahead. And Jack, get off. I got her now.
you don't get anything
Right,
so
go
far.
Takes out from one of the pouches this sort of like small circlet, or not quite tiara, but you basically place it around your head from
Ooh,
the back.
shiny.
Oh, shiny indeed.
And he does place it on the head and activates it. Basically, he's been working on something that removes people's ability to use any and all superpowers.
But how does possible considering
Jack
they
actually like takes his hands off like they were on fire.
Then you're trying to
However-
figure out how
However,
basically-
Atem,
Yeah.
Can I describe how it works?
Yes.
seriously, if this is this guy's power, would this now, because their power has been suppressed, that Umbra actually comes off of them? Because their power has been completely blocked, thanks to Striker.
Well, yeah, Umbra's
basically-
power has been completely blocked. Striker, how does it work?
Basically, he's been for the past years. He's both been studying teleportation, superhero powers, and such things. And probably been spying a lot on Balalaika. If you heard, trying to build super soldiers. So he's been trying to figure out to isolate the genes, basically that involves the development of the powers. Basically, interrupts the neurons making connections to the other cells, so that they're unable to control them and can't actually use their abilities. Basically, he's forcing them into a dormant state.
Well, it works with limitations. This is the first real time you're actually able to
Limitations.
test this.
Limitations, that is correct. This is a test. This is a test.
Well,
Let's test your
roll
toys.
me your freak, since this is kind of something with yeah, you're trying to wield your powers. Yeah, neutralize a foe or threat. Yeah, at least for now. Wield your powers.
Do I get bonuses?
Do you have influence over Umbra? Then you get a bonus.
Yep.
Pick one from the list. I guess.
Which of the list is that? No, freak. 6 crates. I neutralized them.
Alright, yeah. Umbra, you basically lose control of all your powers, your shadow powers. Which means now your wounds really hurt. Even though, they're not fatal, especially not the chest wound, but your arm still hurts. It's still not treated. How you react now?
Oh, poor Amanda's. I think we broke her.
Yes, her mind may have been twisted in too many ways.
Yes.
Mendes, did you mute yourself again?
Yes, I muted myself again. Can I please? Sorry about that. Basically, what happened is that May came up with dinner and this kind of stuff. So yeah, I didn't listen. So please do just tell me what happened.
Okay, what happened is that
We are so sure. this is
Striker put on a bracelet on you, and now Umbra, you lost your powers, which means your arm really hurts and your chest wounds hurts too.
Yeah, we are pretty sure this is not Umbra. Jack doesn't believe this is Umbra. I know it isn't. Like, Jack believes this is not Umbra.
Yeah. What do you believe now that you've done that, Striker, and it turns out you see Umbra there?
For fuck's sake.
You know what Jack is gonna do? I'm actually gonna, because I gave you almost 10 minutes of uninterrupted times.
Stupid stuff.
Jack is actually gonna be like to Striker and said, you know what? Do whatever the fuck you want with her. I'm just gonna go and find my mentor. I know, because she can communicate with me. She told me she's still alive. And if I try hard enough, she'll message with me again. And that's it. I'll go and I'll find her.
Umbra,
And
Jack is talking
Jack
nonsense.
lies
Can you talk some sense into him?
you know what Umbra would say?
Yes, what does she say?
And this is something that both Striker, Rachel, Righteous Ranger, and Trix, all of them would actually recognize. Well, you should totally do what you feel that you should do. Perhaps you should go. You should totally just go to, to the legal authorities. I mean, absolutely, you should just. Striker is in the right in here. I am the criminal. I am the bad guy. And you should totally go and,
Striker didn't say that though.
No. But Amanda says this. Umber says this. And she says it in a way that, is blatantly obvious. Even if it is her memories, still just her memories. And she says, eventually she says, well, if you want to find me, I'm right here. I mean, I'm in the old place, like I've always been. Now, this should actually give some memories to all of the old crowd. So basically, Striker, Righteous Ranger.
Old place. Okay, that location. Basically,
Yeah,
her
it's the old
campus.
base. The old base. Perhaps there they might find some clues. Or at least she hopes so. If nothing else, they'll have the equipment there. Or they might find find some startling information as me and Atem have agreed before this.
Okay.
And when it comes to Xerxes,
I unfortunately don't quite. I don't quite remember. Actually, I do remember, but
yeah, no, you do. Now, Jack then obviously just looks at Striker, looks at Righteous Ranger, looks at Dartrix, and it says, "I can take only 2 of you with me. Where's your old hideout?" I will not let down my mentor. I will never do that. This is not her. It's not her.
Ranger, Rachel, Trix, do any of you want to go?
If this isn't Umbra, I need to trap it so we can neutralize it.
Then you will stay here and guard her, then, correct?
Yes.
Rachel?
Headmistress?
As she cough a bit, I need to sit down for a moment before I'm doing anything else. As you notice, there's blood running from her mouth.
Jack actually turns to her team. And then obviously to Ice and everything, but her team first and foremost. Freya, Bailey, Keith, Aaron, and he just says, puts the arm forward. You with me? Come on, guys.
Aaron
Team!
Team. We're a
I'm
team.
Sure, let's go and save. This is a too confusing situation.
Let's save my mentor.
It is, but team! Team we can believe in.
Yes, I'm with you.
Let's
Jack.
save my mentor. Come on, guys. I depend on you. If I'm in the wrong, you can do whatever you want. But please, for me, let's do it for the team. Let's do it for the team. We can do it
We're team.
together.
Ranger,
Together.
should we leave them alone? Or should we go to the old hideout as well?
Righteous Ranger, you've been the biggest protector of us all. You gave us a chance. You protected us. Will you come with us, please? To make sure we're gonna be okay? I beg you. And in this, Jack actually goes down to his knees and he's like, "You're my hero. I saw the movies and I've seen what you've been capable of. Please come."
Jesus.
I've even I think you're a lot better than Mr. Sunshine. And in here he just kind of droops, is like he doesn't really like Mr. Sunshine, and he's just goes does the what do you call the position of Freya, Righteous Ranger, and he's like, "See, I've done all of your positions. I've memorized them all."
Hostess.
He just does cheerleading routine, "Please come, please come," and he's like, really wanting her to come.
Rachel would look over at Ranger. Would you please do me that favor of going with them? Rachel looks a bit beat up, considering that she didn't take any beatings.
he did use very much
Medical
power.
conditions are a bitch.
Yes, she did use her powers.
Yes.
And Jack is only the super fan of Righteous Ranger. He actually looks up to her. She's her, she's his kind of idol. Of protecting everyone and being so awesome and everything.
No, not
Righteous Ranger will put her hands on her hips and shake her head and say, "Coming out of retirement is so difficult."
As you know, as Rachel have a
Joe sitting there, his arm bleeding, about telling me about it.
retirement is a bitch.
Jack kind of goes to his knees in front of Righteous Ranger to be hands in front of his face, and it's "Please, Righteous Ranger, we need you. You're the original superhero. You're the next to Mr. Sunshine. You were in the movies. You're the greatest ever. I wouldn't be ever be in any kind of superhero team, but now you're here. It's amazing thing. Please come. We can't do it without you." And Should I actually roll for this?
I mean, player characters, you don't have to roll unless you want to.
I want to.
Okay,
I want
sure.
to do mundane. This
Sure.
one. I want to comfort or support, like kinda, a thing.
Yeah, okay. Your
Oh yeah.
your fanboyism is really shining through here.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Like you can hear it. Jack is really like doing it.
Well, removing her guilty, Righteous Ranger will, kinda rub the back of her head and say, "Sheesh, kid. The movies are kind of different from real life. I really didn't do anything, but I mean, between you, Stryker, Scarlet, yeah, I guess I should probably come along."
No, you're awesome. Like you're my favorite hero of all time. And actually, both Keith and Ice would know that he has a secret scrapbook full of Righteous Ranger clips and everything. Like he's seen the movie about 1,000 times probably. Like it's one of those like stars shining. He wants to be just a hero, just like Righteous Ranger.
As Keith is, also, yeah, he's sensitive. You don't know how many times he has made us see the same movie over and over again.
And
I can't even count it on both my hands right now.
I want to give Righteous Ranger extra influence over Jack. If they like outside of the adult influence, can that be done? Like I want perhaps her to shift my labels if that's not something like that. Atem?
Yeah. Okay, Frey, you can shift his labels once right now.
Well, if he's
I mean,
true to his
Righteous Ranger can shift his labels.
Yeah, Righteous Ranger, mind you.
if he's true to his word that he wants to be like Righteous Ranger, then his savior has to go up and his superior has to go down.
That can happen. Sure.
All right.
It's been done. Perfect. Now, obviously, the rest of the guys are putting this false Umbra to prison, and the rest of us are trying to get the real Umbra.
Freya's not. She is upset that Jack did not kill the. If he is so believing that this is an Umbra, then she doesn't understand why he wouldn't just.
Jack actually would
make a
say, because Jack didn't actually get a choice, because the adult kind of decided this guy needs to go to prison, and Jack actually goes to Freya and says, this wasn't my choice. If I could have, I would have killed this imposter, but I know that this is not true. We should never kill anyone, because everyone has a chance to redeem themselves. And I know this is the true heroism, as said by Righteous Ranger herself. And also Mr. Sunshine, despite that I hate guts. But still.
Details.
But Jack is a fan of Mr. Sunshine, isn't he?
No, Jack is not a fan of Mr. Sunshine.
All right,
He's a fan of Righteous Ranger.
All right, that was
Righteous
Devin
Ranger
actually.
Right.
Yeah, I
No,
missed
that's
it.
Devin. So Jack says to Freya that, you know what? Frankly, if I could have, I would have, but killing another person, I can't do that. It's such a burden. It's such a horrible thing, and I believe that they should pay for their crimes more than just for me to kill them. Because that's more burden to me than it's burden to them. It is no burden to them because they're not here to actually understanding their mistakes. They cannot actually get another chance to be good. I want to actually... do I have influence over Freya? Let me just check. I don't. It's the only person who I don't have influence over. However, I still want to actually try and... what do we call it? I kind of want to get her to my side on this. So what should I use?
Provoke?
Yeah, it'd be provoke.
Yeah, okay. So I want to do that and just kind of try and make her understand that,
And you get a +1 from Keith because, he's standing beside you and just nodding. Agreeing on everything you say.
Yeah, so actually it's a 9, so 7 to 9 they can instead choose one. They stumble, you take 1, forward against the air. They overreact, you get influence over them. So I would like to get influence over them.
No, because I'm a PC, remember? So it would either be I do what you
No,
say and I get
Freya,
a team,
over
or I
Freya.
don't make any.
No, over Freya.
Yeah, but Freya is a PC.
No, Freya is the
Freya is a player character.
Ranger is also acting as a PC
Yeah.
this session.
Yes.
Yeah, so they're player character. So
Yeah, so a PC.
In other
Not-
words, you can
not
only
oh, okay.
do one of these two then.
For NPCs, blah blah blah, and on PCs, if they do it, add a team to the pool, and if they don't do it, mark a condition. That doesn't actually work. Does it?
What are you actually trying to do right now?
I was trying to convince them about my point of view. So basically, that we should imprison everyone rather than just kill them.
Or Joe and Otrix is saying all this time, but
Yeah, that doesn't seem to be. That's not really a move. Either they agree or they don't. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we
I
should
thought she was
honestly
trying to
we should
force Freya to
imprison
come with
them
them.
because at that point they can suffer and they can repent during the time. However, if I just immediately kill them, at that point I will feel guilty, and I don't want to kill anyone because they have a chance to be good. You know? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you don't need to roll for that. Just roleplay it out in fiction, right?
Well, I just did.
You can't. You
So
can't
it's
really
up to
force them
Freya.
to adopt your point of view.
No, of course not.
You
But
can
it's
only
more
penalizing
if
them
it-
for not
if
doing
it-
so.
Well, it's up to Freya.
Freya, at this explanation, Freya will shrug her shoulders and say, then that's your choice, in which case I have to stay here and make sure this person, thing, whatever, doesn't kill Mr. Sunshine. He saved my life, I'm not going to let him die.
I'm gonna stay here too then. That's the reason why I'm here, to save Mr. Sunshine.
Jack actually hugs the both of you and says, well, you know what? Mr. Sunshine is away at the moment. So if he should come back, maybe you should actually call him to make sure that he actually stays away. And if not, just make sure this person can never fucking touch Mr. Sunshine. I might not like him, but I trust you both. And I will give influence over Jack to both of you. Because he trusts you both.
Okay.
He believes that you both can actually keep Mr. Sunshine safe.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. So
Fine.
basically, Freya and the NPC,
Yeah, fine.
isn't it?
Mhm.
Fine. Both of you get influence over Jack, unless you already had it. So
Check. Okay, cool. Okay. I think we're just about at the end of our session as you head off to look for Umbra's hiding spot, or her master's hiding spot. A little hideout.
actually,
Yeah.
wouldn't the adults now know about the games, don't they?
The
Actually, I could. Yeah, we know about the chaos competition. At least some of us does.
Striker
Yeah.
does, but
yeah, I mean
Yeah,
it was all over the
well-
internet, so yeah.
Yeah,
do know
and
what's
Jack
going
would
on.
know about it. And Jack just suddenly, may I actually do a logic roll? Can I do a logic roll of sorts?
What
would that be?
yeah, roll me a d6. Just a flat d6.
Just the yeah. Because
With
I'm
6
not
being
sure.
bad and 1 being good.
Really?
Yes, do it. 1d6.
Really? Roll 1d6.
Okay, so you're on the worst end of logic in this case.
Yeah, but I still know it's something to do with the chaos competition. Maybe?
What has to do with the chaos competition?
It's like, he just looks it around and he suddenly just thinks about it. And he's like, actually, like, there's been a lot of internet chat about the chaos competition. Do you think it might have something to do with like everything? I mean, we've had a lot more than usual of crime. We've had a lot more to do with everything. Would anyone know anything about it?
Well, the chaos actually, Fig Sponge picks up. Well, the chaos competition is made for young kids to establish themselves as the next big, menace.
Yeah, but who would be who would be even in the chaos competition? I mean, I would think someone like Lisa, but she's not said anyone.
Keith raising slowly his hand.
As does Liliba. Hi.
You're both
What?
in the chaos competition?
Apparently.
Yeah. And we went on to the next round. For some
Somehow.
Jack actually takes both the headmistress and the righteous ranger by their arms and just puts them in front of him. I don't even have any words anymore. This is for the adults to deal with, and he feels so betrayed, and he just goes and just basically stands in a corner like, I don't want this anymore. So now you're facing Righteous Ranger and Rachel, and a probably Striker too.
Rachel, yes, we know they're in the chaos competition. I know.
We weren't hiding this from the...
Considering they told me it.
Yes.
Well,
But it
Aaron
was-
is keeping his mouth shut.
What would Righteous Ranger say? I'm very curious about this.
But they didn't get in it because they wanted to. They were tricked into it by some trickery video taping or something like that.
Oh, you mean the one with the Armtech van?
Yes.
I kind of want to hear.
I completely believe that Keith didn't attack first.
Oh no, he didn't. I saw the memories of it.
See,
You saw the what?
you saw
The
what?
memories of it. I just watched the memories directly in his brain, so to speak. Fascinating the human mind is.
As Rachel is just like, you put.
Don't you worry, he's not been
want-
harmed. He's not been harmed. I just restored the memories that was lost with the banking incident. You know which one I'm talking about.
Question: Would Rachel also have been manipulated by him? Atom?
What about Righteous Ranger? How does she actually feel about it? Because Jack got Rachel and Righteous Ranger in front of these two people who raised their hands, and it's the chaos competition. I mean, frankly, by now she should have a good idea of it. And how does she like it that small children, or basically teenagers, are being put into that kind of danger? Like, Boxers was nothing when compared to this. It's dimensions spanning.
That was worse. Boxers was worse so
Well, it
far.
depends. We had powers for that, but chaos competition, it spans dimensions. We could actually lose our whole world again. So
No,
I want to know how Righteous Ranger feels about this.
She obviously seemed very distracted. She had her fingers where her ears would be, and you could kind of hear muffled muttering. She was not paying attention.
La 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 la.
No.
This is your responsibility. And Jackard makes sure that he actually hears it. I'm the Wind Lord, for fuck's sakes.
What was said? What the ranger said?
Yeah?
She's like, wait, what?
Sorry.
Oh.
But yes, don't you worry, Rachel. They haven't been harmed.
Good. She looks a bit suspicious at you.
I know you know how I am with technology, but you also know that I don't put kids in harm's way.
True.
I offered them a chance to get their memories back,
Yeah.
and they
No,
decided to take it.
Didn't let me play with the computers.
Now, Jack, weren't you guys off to, finding Umbra? Or did you get sidetracked for that from your way of acting?
I think she's muted herself because of food.
Yeah, there was something going on. Okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Are you back?
Yeah, I've been back the whole time. I just
Okay, that's
wanted
good.
you to do your thing for once.
I mean, I'll let you basically autopilot the end of the session so far, so that's good.
Oh, okay. Shall we get moving then? Strike says as he places a hand on Register Ranger's shoulder and teleports both of them to the old hideout. Says he knows where
But
it is.
just them two.
I mean, Jack said that he would bring the rest with him.
Yeah, as long as I know where to go.
They don't
As
know where
long
the
as I
hideout
have
is.
the idea of where to go.
Oh, Rachel will get a text from Striker with the coordinates, basically.
Okay. He basically obviously morphs into wind form and says, "This might be a pumpy ride. I've never done this many people at one time, so enjoy." And he does it with a laughter, and you can hear the wind before suddenly it's almost like a little. It feels like almost going on a roller coaster, and suddenly they can't get in because the other people can't really morph into wind form, so they're right at the front of it, and it looks like an old clinic. It's all boarded up, kind of thing. It's like an old clinic.
Rangers there already.
My bike.
But the insides would be
Right.
very much modern. Clearly, Umbra has kept it as one of those places where she's actually been doing her experiments and this kind of stuff. And there's lots of research notes about cure for cancer and this kind of stuff, and how much money she's put into different kinds of, for example, let's deal with heart disease, and she's put shitloads of money into that kind of crap because she earns a lot of money just by being who she is, and being a hero and this kind of stuff. And of course, she's a brilliant doctor and all this kind of stuff. So
Ask Joe. Being a hero doesn't pay much.
yeah, well, being a hero might not pay much, but being a doctor does, frankly. And she basically does the volunteer job. She works on a clinic and at the school as well. So, of course, Rachel would
money
pay
is
her.
Never an issue with Striker.
Yeah, that too. So, basically, the lab looks actually quite modern. Mostly Striker's work. So basically, there's a lot
he
of Striker's
doesn't need
equipment.
pet projects.
No, but there's a lot of Strikers equipment there. Something
As
that
I said,
they
he
work
needs
together
pet
on.
projects.
This kind of
Getting
stuff.
upgrades.
Yeah, it's something like that. Like we have, a lot of equipment that would work for both of them, which over the years she's gotten from him, and random experiments going on and this kind of stuff. It's a very clean place, very very somehow impersonal, and everything's on its place, like Umbra is.
Striker would basically just walk up to the door and just open it up. I mean, sure, it looks bugged up, but hey, he knows where the entrance is, most likely.
Yeah, you do that.
He basically just, okay, we press here, dook, and open. Let's go in.
That was a very low technology solution. Huh, I'm impressed.
Low tech solution in comparison to what, young one?
You'll also find,
Teleportation.
obviously, well, you'll also find, obviously, a sitting room, which is have about a couple couches, a nice flat TV screen, you know, this kind of stuff, where people could hang out, with the mini fridges and a miniature kitchen where people could cook. There's already meals like ready-made in there, just put into a microwave, you know, frozen stuff, or onto the oven. You will have the lab. The lab's spanning a couple of rooms. It's a large space, and then you have also the sleeping quarters, which would at ease put 12 people to sleep. That's it. And then you will find an office, it would be Umbra's office. That's it.
Would the sleeping quarters put them to sleep, or would it be a place to sleep?
No, it would be a place to sleep, but they're very comfortable, you know. She didn't spare any expense, especially because, remember, Striker's also been there, so they basically, and of course Rachel, the three richest people, of course, they put their money into their hideout. But
I mean,
it was
to be
originally it
fair,
was done by
Striker
it was
have, like,
originally done by Xerxes, and then she and Striker and Hawthorne, they all kind of improved it because, you know,
Rachel is not rich. I'm saying.
you have your own school where you can put
Well,
9,000 fucking
but-
pounds.
Funding
Per
from
semester.
the city. Funding from the city. Enough said.
Yeah, this city.
Yeah. Well, you're rich enough that you can at least get us mattresses. You know, it's not an issue. Or perhaps some more medical supplies or whatever. Little things, you know? Perhaps internet access? Well, that would be more Striker's thing, though. But you get my point. You know, you contributed something. Perhaps it's food. But I'm sure you contributed something. As did Righteous Ranger, because we always order everything from her bakery, from her coffee house, you know. All the sandwiches in the cafeteria are from there. They must be.
The surprise was. I mean, she does good.
She does the most amazing everything, you know.
Well, Striker is basically just gonna set loose his old drones and just, okay, find everything hidden this time from the last time.
You'll find a video, I think, if Atom lets me do this.
Sure, post it on Skype if you want, or something, or just describe it.
No, it would be just describing. Eventually you'll all find a video of Umbra saying that, you know what, I'm sorry all of you. If I'm dead, or if I'm somehow indisposed, don't come after me. No matter what I've said, because it will just hurt you all. And I don't want that for you. Despite how cold, how unforgiving, how horrible I have been, at the end of the day, I do care about you, and I don't believe that this enemy is yours to fight. I would like for all of us to have a future, or at least you, the new generation. The old ones, we can go to the ether, and it doesn't matter. However, in this case,
I would argue you're not that old.
do not come and avenge me. Do not come after me, no matter what I have said, because it's not worth it. Because after it all, I might not be the same person I was before, and I don't deserve your pity. I do not deserve to be saved anyway by you. The only reason why I have even sent you any message, if I have sent you so, which would be the trigger for this message in the first place, would be so that you would be aware of this threat to the whole world. Do not save me, just save the world. Because that is what I would want. Because truly I do care about all of you. Rachel, I know we never came along very well. We've always been rivals. But that's made us great. Because we always wanted to surpass each other. We always argued. And it's great. And it made me a better person. I would like to think that it made you a better person too. Striker. Truly, I do love you. Ostrix, if you're here, truly, we had a friendship because of shadows. And you know what I mean. There's a special card for you. And a very red book in my library. You know what I'm talking about. Just go to the room, you'll find it instantly. I'm sure you will. Felix, if you're there, you annoying teleporting bastard. There's extra condoms in my bed drawer, in my bedside drawer for you. And
Did she say
you know
Felix?
what, Righteous
Yes.
Ranger, you're the best of us all because you honestly cared about the people. You didn't give a shit about us. You didn't give a shit about the higher ups. You only give a shit about the people, the actual people, the children, the elderly. You're there saving cats. You were actually the hero of all of us, and because of that, I have a gift for you too. In the safe, if you put your own name in there, your actual name, your first name, in the numbers, you'll find yourself a gift. And I will give it to you because it will allow you to save even more people. Because you're the protector. You're the best of all of us. The rest of us were a bit egotistic. We care so much about being the best or saving the day or whatever. But you actually cared about the civilians. You cared about the children. You cared about what actually matters. So thank you, Righteous Ranger. Thank you, all of you. And please, don't look after me. Just save the world. And then it goes blank.
We need to save Umbra!
She's clearly delusional.
Was that really Umbra though? Isn't that strange? That's
Yes,
not
it is.
Umbra.
Who is Umbra, though?
Well. Alright, is there anything you want to do as a result of that video besides saving Umbra?
Save Umbra!
What about the book? What about the drawer? What about the
Well, Joe isn't
what I
there,
left
so...
for?
And
What about I left for Righteous Ranger?
All I'm gonna say is that was an awkward video.
Yeah. For someone like Umbra, it would have been.
And for two others in the group.
Hey,
Oh yeah, I don't think Atem knows that even.
Interesting. Well, go ahead and tell us all.
Nah.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, but so there is a book hidden somewhere for someone.
Tricks.
Condoms for Felix in the bedside table. Not surprised because he was a perv.
For Righteous Ranger, there's something
safe.
in the safe.
And what was it for Rachel now again? What's she nothing?
No. Rachel gets something as well, but that's on her desk. It was so apparent that it wasn't even told. Like it's like, you know what? I have a letter for you or something like this. So
Well-
who goes first?
Striker looks around and checks the table. I mean, since Rachel ain't here.
You'll find that well, assuming that it's my lair, so sorry Atem, I'm taking over. You'll find that the desk is locked, and it's a very specific key that only Rachel has that would open it. But I believe that Rachel is actually here as well.
No, she's not.
She stayed on the roof.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
She didn't look exactly so good. For some weird reasons.
But you can force it open.
Well, first he's gonna scan and see if he can figure out what the contents of the. Yes.
Your
yes.
electronics will go haywire because it's the book. The book.
Oh. That one.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, he ain't opening that shit. He ain't opening that shit.
That's
like-
That's why it was
Nope.
left for Rachel.
He's like, yeah, nope, not touching that.
That's
he's
why it
gonna
was
send
left for
us-
Rachel, and
he's
Rachel
still
will have
gonna-
the key.
He's gonna send her a message about that though. Basically, hey Rachel, you remember that book from like 5 years ago? Yeah, it's here, and you kinda need to pick it up at some point.
Also, you got a weird message from Umbra.
That too, which you
Tell
recorded.
her to tell Atrix we have a card too.
I will. He does that.
You don't get an answer back.
Fair enough. Next one.
Do someone check? Does Keith check the bedside? I mean, all things considered. with his-
It would be
with his
funny. It would be
posters-
funny.
I mean, all things considered, he does have a lot of posters in his room.
It would be so funny.
What does Keith do?
He's just stare at the screen where they saw the video and just be like, what?
It's the Umbra. That's an Umbra. But at the same time, it kind of is.
It sounds like 16-year-old Umbra.
No, but this is actually a 25-year-old Umbra. Almost.
Yeah, but you understand what I mean, like
Yeah.
The acting is more like when she was 16.
Yeah, but that's because it was for the people who she was with when she was 16.
That's fair enough. That's a long ass failsafe.
I know it's not though, because she's still like she's actually done it just 6 months before.
Okay, what does Ranger do?
She will wait. She wants to make sure. Even though, of course, Umbra said don't look for her. She knows that everyone's gonna look for her anyway. So she wants it. She doesn't think it's time for Umbra to start dishing everything out. So she's gonna wait until there's definitive proof if Umbra is or isn't alive before she touches the safe.
You know what? You know, Righteous Ranger, if I may take control just for a second, you will still find a letter. In your name, it's just there. Striker will just find it on a bedside table or something like that. It's just a random letter. Or something special.
Well, he's gonna scan it first to see if there's any like explosives or anything in it, you know. Lesser bombs are a real thing.
Yes.
Fucking horrible. Well, it's just a regular letter, correct? Umbra.
Yes, it's just a regular letter, of course.
Yeah, I'm not touching that letter. I'm gonna leave it be since we're not sure that Umbra is dead.
Yeah, jumping back over to Miss Hartfeld, Umbra, and who else is on the roof?
Joe
Joe.
Jack.
and Otrix.
And Otrix, Fang and Freya. And Lobo, probably.
Yeah, Umbra is still trying to convince you that it's really her. Jack continues to disbelieve it, making ludicrous statements that make him sound more and more insane.
There.
Jack is
Jack
not
is not
there.
there.
Well,
Oh. Jack left
No,
with
I'm
the
not there.
others.
Because everyone else, like, I believe it was Rachel who, because Jack is with the other ones.
All right.
So it's not Jack there. It's Rachel and the others.
Okay.
And Righteous Ranger and, you know, this kind of stuff.
Well, Joe is still trying to find out. Well, basically to save her, because Jack did a stupid thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh.
You do manage to stabilize her. Seems the wound wasn't as bad as Jack made it out to be.
You will find that Umbra's nature will come through, and she says, "Just let me die. With me, this horrible person will die, and I don't mind.
You know, I
Even if I'm not Umbra, or even if I am, I'm an echo. I might be here, I might not be. I don't even know. But I do know that I would never allow my students to suffer like this, so just let me die."
Dimensional travel.
Yeah, but that's Umbra for you. She's very angsty.
Rachel is like sitting down and, you know, kind of folding her right hand as, you know, those crackings up seems to spread upwards her arm. And she seems to be in pain.
It's not Umbra though. There's no Bakshas in this guy. So it's not Umbra.
Or is there? Is there just something that Umbra deliberately or accidentally refused to?
Scarlet, hold yourself
like-
together. You can only keep one person alive at a time.
It's not Umbra. We know this.
Or
Rachel
is there
knows this.
something
It's not
more
Umbra.
going on? Is any of this real? Are we real? Is this the real Umbra? Was that real Jack?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I will slap you.
Dream Reaver. Oh my god.
Atem,
And
would
with
you
that-
mind interrupted with Lisa?
No. I'm gonna cut in here to the session's outro.
Yeah,
Where-
we could,
We see Vanta standing clearly exhausted, sort of bent over on all fours, and you see Dreamweaver walking over to her and say, "This could have gone better for us. Why didn't you attack them?" And you hear Vanta in quite a... Wait, I think Vanta might be crying with a sobby voice speaking, "Why won't they listen? Why won't anybody listen, ever? This is also wrong. They need to wake up. They need to see the truth about the Hero Association. I'm gonna show them all. I'm gonna be
dear.
the greatest hero the city has ever seen." And then a phone is ringing. Got a cute little screensaver there with the face warping up and down, and
What's the
Dreamweaver
ringtone?
something really chibi.
You know, elevator
Yeah,
music.
okay, yeah, something like that. Dreamweaver picks up and says, "So, well, seems like our plan, even though you failed to convince them, still moving forward. Looks like Mr. Sunshine is on the way.
well, crap.
If you want to be the greatest hero this city has ever seen, we should stop him."
I remember actually telling to two other people that they should actually say that Mr. Sunshine should stay away.
Come on, do you honestly believe that he would do that?
Yeah, I would. If it actually would save the world, he would totally do that. He's a fucking good guy. He understands strategy. He's not an idiot.
Dim.
Well,
I mean, I would like to feel that he's not an idiot. Enough said.
Better said.
All right. I remember Amber wanting to take over some control here.
I'm not speaking for everyone else. I think we need to start going to bed, some of us.
Yeah, me too. That's what I'm saying.
So what? Amendis can actually take control, can she?
Well, you, the player, sure, but you... I don't know. The last hour you've acted like a crazy person.
We finally actually get some control, and she's gonna say, who's actually there?
Umbra?
Rachel?
Oh, Rachel? Umbra? Joe? Jack?
Joe.
Right?
No, Jack
Yeah.
is there.
No, Jack checks with them.
Freya,
So Jack is not there, okay.
Freya, yeah.
the dog person,
Freya and Fang, yeah.
Fang. Yes.
Lobo would also still be there.
For once, she actually...
Punch and Flickering Flames will be there along with the Devil.
Sure, I guess they would sort of talk quietly together in the background. Like, you know, this is a really weird situation.
I guess Umbra for once gets actually a chance, and she says, "They hate me. They hate me. Just kill me while I have control. Just please kill me. It's the chaos competition. They want to take over the world. Just please kill me while I
We'll
have
stop
the
them,
control."
but we will
What will
also
you do?
save you. Even if I have to trap you in a car to keep them from you, I will keep you alive.
The funny thing is that when she says the last time, like, kill me, it would just kind of echo, and it would probably echo to Striker, it will echo to Righteous Stranger, it would echo to everyone, you know, she's ever even known as kill me. Because it would be worth it, and she's like, kill me. Because then they will lose, just kill me, do it now. And she's asking for you to do it. So will you do it?
No.
Why would she do that, though?
Because it's a sacrifice.
Okay.
She'll sacrifice herself because she's not been a good person before. But now she has a chance of redemption. She can actually have the chance of redemption, even if it's an echo, even if it's not her. She can still have just a moment of control. And while it isn't her, she knows that this is someone instrumental. So they can hold their plans maybe for 3 months, 6 months, 8 months. Get more intelligence, get more everything. It makes sense to her. So, come on, kill it. Kill the shade. It's just a mod.
Are
Go
you
for it.
sure that the shade is
Kill it.
actually in you?
Do it. Do it.
I will trap whatever shadow is in her. If it's Umbra herself, then it's Umbra. If it's a shade, the shade I will trap. I will
It doesn't matter, even if it's a shade of Umbra, she will allow it. She will embrace it. You know, you don't have to trap her. She'll trap herself, basically. She'll almost embrace it. It's a bit like, yeah, do it. Come on, do it. Do it.
Regardless of what she's saying is true or not, at least if we seal her away, she won't be a danger. I think she can appreciate that fact, because we will not kill her.
Well, that's what she wants, so go for it.
Yeah,
Would
I
you
will
do
not
it?
kill her, but I will trap her in a car to maybe at least neutralize her. Or
What about the
whatever
rest?
it is.
Oh god. Aldrich can summon Umbra then.
Yes.
Oh god.
What could possibly go wrong?
Come on. Umbra actually begged.
Say this in dark heresy terms. Everything.
No, but Umbra actually begged, and Otrix and Umbra were very good friends.
Joe is more humble these days, but
Yeah, but they were the bestest friends.
yes, and he realized that she might feel that way, but he is also determined to. He's going to find a way to solve the situation without having resort to that.
Yeah, well, she believes that the murder is the only way.
And he doesn't believe that this any way anymore.
So what about the rest who's there?
Well, you're going to see Otrix Otrix is just keeping track of whatever the fuck attacked them before. And while Joe takes out a card to try and prepare the whole trapping ritual.
Okay. After that is done, the ritual. Let's cut it a bit short. What's the entire group's and adults' next plan?
We have to
Well-
regroup.
All right.
Group and get Sunshine to not come to the city, basically.
All right.
No Sunshine and to regroup with the rest of us. Definitely.
We just need to take care of the assassin first.
But we can easily do that because, frankly, to be honest, Rachel, we have Striker, we have the Righteous Ranger. If we actually just make a diversion for the Mr. Sunshine, let's say it's somewhere in the Middle East. There's always something going on there. So he can solve the Middle East crisis, you know? So he's not here. So he's not gonna die. Yeah?
He's totally going to come to the city. You already know that.
No, but because of the Middle East crisis, it's a bit more difficult, and we have a lot of heroes there, and there's no heroes there. So actually, it makes sense if you think about it.
At any rate, we're gonna discuss that either in Skype chat or next time. I've gotta hop off to bed. I'm gonna be tired tomorrow.
As am I.
Yeah. See you guys
So-
next week.
See you.